Hello, everybody. Where are the men? um, let me show you. That was a very loud sound effect. Anyways, boom. The men. Well, one's a man. This one's a girl, I believe. This is the guy. And obviously, if you know me, we're going with the male option as our MC today. Ugh. It's been a hot minute since I last streamed. I think my latest stream was 4 months ago? Someone correct me on that. How is everyone? I do not care to correct you. Oh gosh, I am good. That's good to hear. I think I might have the stream delay set to like way too high. Oh god. Oh gosh. Hopefully there's not too much delay. But we'll see, we'll see. Anyways. Just before we get the stream started, there's some things that I do want to talk about, just to get things out of the way. Don't leak personal information, guys. It's a very abrupt introduction to a kind of dark topic, but just before I get the whole funky stream moments, I want to get this down in the beginning. If someone trusts you enough to give them or give you a personal picture of themselves, don't fucking leak it. Don't post it on anywhere. It's just called being a douche. So yeah, that's really all I want to say. Don't leak personal information, guys. Hopefully my microphone isn't too loud, but yeah. All right, let's get started. I have not played this like at all. I have no idea what this game is like. Oh, these guys are pretty. Oh god, these guys are pretty. The main characters are pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. What do I even do? Oh god. Hello, Ash. Hello, Daniel. Respect others, have common sense. Exactly. Alright. Obviously. We're gonna stick with this for now. Yeah. So we're gonna play as this guy, I guess. And straight up just go straight into it. Let's go. I'm objectively prettier. Alright, you guys ready for terrible British voice acting? Let's go. This fall, pirates of the utmost north are wreaking havoc all over the continent of Igrith. I don't know if I said that right. I am very half awake right now, if I'm gonna be honest. Don't, please. Too late. It has begun. Vowing to bring an end to the endless plundering, 3 kingdoms send forth their royal heirs to the High Council, a powerful and influential faction of magicians, to plead for their help during this time of crisis. The High Council obliged, creating the royal order, and the heirs remain. However, political tensions are high as old grudges resurface between the 3 kingdoms, and, as the pirates continue to have their way, they are determinedly bound to reach their breaking point. You will soon join the High Council as their newest member. The journey ahead is riddled with obstacles, dangers, and secrets yet unknown. Can you put an end to this fall's pillaging while keeping the kingdoms at peace, or will you bring nothing but war upon them? Each of your decisions will carry a heavy weight. Take on only the burdens you can bear. Oh shit, wait, what? Play mode, wait, what? Okay, story. You may not pass every single check, but death challenges. Death challenges? What? I see. Anyways, death challenges will be almost impossible to fail. Adventure, recommended difficulty for the game, occasional flavor of death. Challenge. Death endings come here, we seek you. God! I'm gonna be honest, I am not playing this for the... I just want to play the story. I don't want to die, guys. What are we saying? I think I'm just gonna go with the story mode, honestly. I don't want to end up dying. Almost impossible. I'm gonna fail at the thing, aren't I? Let's go. Oh gosh, that guy is covered by chat. 1 second. I'm gonna move you guys over to the corner real quick. Let's get chat out of the way so you can kind of see the people here. We'll check out the grimoire later. I just see that. Anyways, make no truce or treaty with foes. My words scatter into the wind, drowned out by the sound of water beating against the side of the Venture. I am the last one to walk the gangplank and climb aboard. A dozen sailors then pull it up behind me and push the ship off from the dock, embarking us out onto the stormy sea. I love Pirates of Men. So true. Every inch of the ship is filled with trembling refugees clutching their last belongings, or each other. Faint whimpering and soft cries can be heard, fostering the already depressing atmosphere. Oh shit. I turn around and gaze out behind me. In the distance, a plume of smoke rises beyond the hills. This fall must have finally and regrettably put the... Hey Google, how do you say this? Put the chateau to torch. I'm gonna call it the chateau from now on. So, the last line of defense has been breached. But now is not the time for brooding. Out of the way! Race up or not! I'm so bad at this. Anyways, we're gonna ignore that. Frowning, I extend my arm to catch the woman just before she tumbles overboard. Oh damn. Chivalrous, are we? Thank you, my lord. She clings to me, her eyes wide with fear, glistening with unshed tears. Her clothes are dirty and her skin is littered with fresh wounds. Our escape to the refugee ship has not been a kind one. Gangway! I don't know how pirates talk. More sailors come barreling through, but I manage to pull us away just in time so as not to lose our footing. With all hands on deck, lines are pulled as sails get unfurled. Weigh anchor! Weigh anchor, damn you! We're in their way. Come with me. I find the calmest place on the ship, furthest from the ropes, ladders, and masts, and herd the refugees together as best I can. Finally, the Venture begins to move in earnest. The masts begin to creak as the wind catches in the sails, and the chains rattle along with them when the anchor is raised. Soon, there's a distance between us and the land I'd called home for almost 2 decades. 2 decades?! Wait, how old are we? I'm gonna assume we're like 22, I guess. Rough guess. We are not clear of danger yet. I stare back at the shore, narrowing my eyes. Race round forward. We're 20? Okay. Straining my senses, I press against the railing to try and look out for any hostile movement. Either small warriors charging down the hill or rounding the bay in the longships. We're 2 years old! 20. But no raiders appear, and the coast is getting more and more distant by the minute. I let out a deep sigh of relief. My lord, are you well? No, I am not. But was that something I could so easily say after my adoptive parents fell to the pirates just days ago? Damn, we're an orphan? Hell, fatherless. I can't be making fun of us, man. What should I do? Alright, chat. What do we do? Are we gonna be angry, or... Be good? What does be good mean? Are we gonna... Which one? Because this is like angry... Good route? I don't know the good route. I have never played this before. I have no idea what this game is like. Calm everybody down? Alright. Charismatic. W, we got Riz. Don't worry. We're safe for now. I forced myself to smile. For years, my adoptive parents have taught me to keep looking forward even in the hardest of times. Put everybody else down! This gesture is to reassure the people that we are leading, they said. Some of the refugees, at least, seemed to take my words to heart. Excuse me. A servant in fine livery makes his way past the refugees and straight for me. He bows. I was sent to find the house de Chabanais, my lord. What? I'm not French, but okay. The Lord and Lady de Veris wish to speak to you. I nod. Our kingdom was anything but small, yet with the ongoing war? English. The stupid British accent is fucking me over. Anyways, our military had been split in two, and we had no choice but to ask for foreign aid. When reports about the approaching I'm gonna kill everything! The ongoing war. I am partially sick right now. My voice is not doing me any favors. Anyways, when reports about the approaching small fleet came in, House de Veris was the first family my father sent out a call for help to. Unfortunately, all they could do by the time of their arrival was evacuate the survivors. Take me to them. At once, my lord. Do you have water? My water bottle's empty, man. I'm too lazy to get up. I follow the servant deep into the belly of the ship. He leads me to a door guarded by two trepidatious guards wearing pins of the High Council. The Lord de Chabanais. The guards give me a once-over, then let us through. I step into a warmly lit cabin. The space offers a welcome respite from the cold breeze and the spray of the sea outside. There are but a few people inside, guardsmen, nobles, and several children, all seated on benches to one side. The children huddle closely together under blankets. From the opposite corner of the room, another door opens and a few more of them enter. Who are you? What happened to your neck? What is with your eyes? You have cool hair, though. You do have cool hair. Oh shit, she blinks. They blink. Damn, they're short too. How tall are we? Escorting them is another child. Oh, my bad. It's a he. Escorting them is another child, but he does not look like a refugee. I only managed to catch a brief glance before he pulls his hood up and leaves. White hair. He must be... Dylan! Who are you? How do I pronounce your name? Oh no, this is gonna be a nightmare. My train of thought comes to a halt as Lady de Veris makes her way to me, smiling in such a way that somehow conveys joy, sympathy, and excitement all at once. You're happy? For what? We're on a ship! Ileana? Okay. Behind her leaps the dominating figure of Lord de Veris. His gaze flickers past my shoulder, but doesn't find the ones he must have been expecting. Frowning, he steps forward. Where are your parents? Damn! Before I have time to answer, Lady de Veris swats her husband across his arm. The corners of her mouth lift into a gentle smile, but the coldness in her voice is anything but that. Don't interrogate the poor child. He has just gone through something positively terrible. But it is not too late to go back. Please, Alarian. You know what the scouts have said. Lady de Veris turns to me with a pleading look. Well, I hesitate. When we had met previously, it was always in the company of my adoptive parents. This is the first time I'm speaking as the head of the House de Chabanais and not as a child. I take in a deep breath. How should I tell them? Are we, tell them that everyone's dead? Is that what we're talking about? Oh my gosh. One second. I'm googling what this word means. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what equivocate means. It means to basically be evasive, I see. Gently? Alright. Considerate. I'm afraid my parents passed fighting to give our people a chance to escape. Lord de Veris' expression turns grim, and his wife purses her lips into a frown. I'm sorry. Don't be foolish, child. We are the ones who should be sorry. She lets out a long sigh and motions for me to follow. Falling into step with her, I find myself led to the far corner of the room, stopping at a table set up with a warm meal. Please, help yourself. You must be starving. Thank you. I am starving, but I have little appetite for the food offered. Nevertheless, for appearance's sake, I force myself to take a few bites. As it were, we are glad you are safe at least. And Neri will be as well. Who is Neri? Who the hell? Anyways. I blink, rummaging through my memory to match the name of the face, but I come up empty. Oh, so we're like completely lost too. Yet the name is indeed familiar, so I attempt to guess. Your son, Nerifil? Who names their son this? I'm in pain. She nods. As if noticing my lack of appetite, she pushes more dishes into my direction. The small caring gesture makes me feel a tad bit better. Who the hell is spamming the flustered emoji? What the heck? I can see that, chat. He has been far too busy to visit your chateau with us in the past. Your parents have always wanted to meet him, but... Lady Deveris gives another threatening smile as she nudges her husband under the table to change the topic. He winces and I politely pretend not to notice. I would have absolutely started laughing. Neri is occupied with his work on the High Council. In fact, he's been out and about so much, I doubt he even knows where his home is anymore. Well, he was recently promoted. I wouldn't say promoted, dear. He has only been given a few new tasks. Her tone indicates that she is not particularly fond of this promotion. I take a gander as to why. Do you perhaps mean the Royal Order? With a sigh, she nods. The aristocrats forming the Royal Order have brought their own military with them, but their training leaves much to be desired at best. Ooh. Neri instructs them while taking care of the council's new recruits. Sometimes he also joins the battle on the front lines. Ah, it's a worried mom, guys. She doesn't want her son out there. Ouch. That explains her sour tone. What parents would like to see their children fight in this war? I see. Pursing my lips, I consider my next words carefully. After all, the High Council is my target, and the Deveris having direct relation to it might be the chance I've been waiting for. Oh, welcome, Percy. Let me type. Oh god, no! Fuck, I totally forgot that, like, a bunch of my Discord friends are here as well. Welcome, guys. Gosh. Anyways, where were we? I actually... Okay, damn. The door suddenly slams open and a guard barges in. His face is as white as snow. Small longships! What? The words sweep through the room like an icy wave. Everyone falls into a shocked, panic-stricken silence. How'd they get here so fast? At once the guards spring into action, as does Lord Deveris. He places a hand on his wife's shoulder, gesturing her to stay before rushing outside with the servant who escorted me here earlier. My ears? I'm so sorry. I gotta turn down my mic a little bit. One sec. Just here. Are you the one spamming Fluster? Oh my god. Anyways. Lady Deveris merely raises one elegant brow before following right after him, as do I. I see neither of us listen to orders. That's amazing. Chaos reigns on the deck. Refugees are practically trampled underfoot as soldiers and sailors scramble to get into their positions. But there are too many people, too many things, and too much panic. I scan the crowd. Lord and Lady Deveris have disappeared, although I can hear their voices rising above the din, trying to organize their forces. I need a better overview. My eyes catch the perfect spot across the deck. The mast. Don't tell me we're climbing up there like this, bro. I see our character does not have much foresight. He is also not afraid of heights. I am terrified of heights. I push my way past the panicking refugees and dodge skillfully between two soldiers, grabbing hold of the rope ladder that leads up into the mess of lines and the sails above. Despite the exhaustion pulling at my limbs, I climb as fast as I can. From a new vantage point, I finally see beyond the milling heads on the deck. It takes me only a few moments to spot the colorful sails of the enemy longships coming around a small island up ahead. Ew. They must have been waiting in ambush. They knew that we were coming? That means they're not the same small who attacked the chateau. Strangely reassuring thought. How is that reassuring, bro? The 3 enemy ships out front slice through the waves like knives, swiftly gaining on the much more robust Venture. Get into position. Yes, sir. I spot Lord Deavers on the stern deck. He's armed himself with a wicked-looking rapier that sparkles using some kind of magic. Am I saying that right? Is it rapier? I don't know. The High Council's garrison soldiers, clearly the elite core of the fighters on the board, surround him. He then spots me looking out on the mast. How many do you spy, Dylan? 3 full-size Dracker longships already embarked. Perhaps 2 more coming in, my lord. I chew on my lower lip, arriving at the same conclusion he must have just now. 5 full Hafner means at least 300 Huskars and Listmen. Oh god, I hate this word because I have a lisp and I can't speak English properly. Perhaps more. A small raiding force, in truth, but still twice the number of fighting men the Venture could hope to muster. What is the with the worm emojis? They're gaining on us. Dylan, get down from there! Lady Deavers climbs up to the stern deck next to her husband. Surrounding her are a cadre of higher council battle mages. Mages? Magic? More mages than I expected, to be fair, but each enemy longship would also have at least one, for the Sval never relied on the strength of arms alone. Grasping the situation at hand, I hesitate for a moment. I could also join the fight. Heavens know our mages can use the help, but it's also quite apparent to me that nobody else was going to take responsibility for the refugees aboard the ship. Without aid, they risk getting caught up in the crossfire. Oh my god. This is actually kind of serious. Oh shit. I look back at the approaching longships. The Dranger, I guess, leans over the side of the enemy ships with spears, axes, and swords held high. A row of round shields. A row? What is my English today? Oh my god. A row of round shields lines up, all of them emblazoned with the grasping tendrils of the holy black tree. In spite of the distance, I can still hear their chants. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that. I think that might be Latin. Or Greek, or something else. I do not know. I don't want to butcher it. The rhythmic beating of shields against shields carries easily across the waves, coming ever closer with every stroke of their oars. I need to make my decision now. Alright guys, you gotta help me out here. Are we gonna try and join the fight? We could end up getting, like, caught in the crossfire too. Or do we try to save other people? I'm a little nervous. Fight? Evacuate refugees. You guys gotta pick faster. Coin toss. Hey Siri. Pick a number between 1 and 3. I meant to say 1 or 2, but it said 3, so I guess we're evacuating? Okay. Water magic. Oh, we got magic! Let's go! There are already enough swords and spells in the fight. Someone must take to defending the defenseless. That's not how you spell it. It might be actually. I don't know. I can't read or speak or write. Yeah. I climb down and look for the refugees that came on board with me. I find them huddled close to where I left them, wide-eyed with worry. My lord, thank the heavens. What should we do? Are we going to die after all? Please, you have to calm yourselves. The refugees crowd around me. Some lost sight of their loved ones in the initial panic. Others are in danger of rushing off the side of the ship or into an attacker, but most are catatonic with fear. Yo, that's sick! I reached within myself and summoned up the calm center of my core, letting it spread out to everyone I touch. The light magic rushes from my fingertips and into their minds. All who come in contact with it settle down almost instantly. What is this? Okay. Pause. Let me check this out. Ooh! Okay. That's us, I guess. Magic Affinity, Undefined, Council Branch, the Soul Survivor. Damn. So we currently have boosted Water Magic, boosted through the Dignified attribute. Fire Magic, boosted through the Intimidating attribute. Wood Magic, boosted through the Straightforward attribute. Nature Navigation. Essence Transformation, Destabilization. I can't read. Enhancement and Manifestation. What's this? Transportation and Levitation, yo! We got Riz! Daily. Okay, I'm not gonna click that just yet. I'm a little scared. Light Magic. Minds and Emotions. Consider attribute. Manipulative attribute. Darkness. I can be toxic? Okay, Behavior. Intimidating. Dignified. Fire Affinity. Wood Affinity. We got Riz. Smooth, sweet talk! Considerate. Look out for others in times of danger. Hide your true intention behind honeyed words. Ooh. Toxic, I see. Daily life, nothing. Emrys, Dale, Iris. Alright. Stats bonus, none. Characters, none. Got it. Okay, let's go back. Within a short period of time, the refugees finally form an oasis of calm in an otherwise disordered mess. Alright, pair up with the person closest to you. Head inside. The children are there already. Don't let go of your partner. I've got your backs. Understood? Yes, my lord. As the refugees disperse according to my order, the deep wail of the Sval battle horns call out, signaling that the assault is finally underway. Over the heads of the soldiers and the sailors crowding the deck, I spot the colorful sails of the Sval longships surrounding the venture on both sides. Oh shit! A moment later, grappling hooks, assisted by wind magic, shoot out, tying the ships tightly together. Mages! Fire! Now! The air above the ships becomes its own battlefield as an ever larger firestorm pushes forward. The battle mages on both sides fight for control. Sparks, smoke, and ash rains down on the warriors engaging in hand-to-hand combat below. Ooh. Do I attempt to pronounce this? I'm low-key scared because I have no idea what this will be like. Should I try? No? Okay. We're gonna skip that. Stop them from boarding. Throw them back into the sea. Oh! The berserker launched themselves onto our ship with reckless abandon. First blood is drawn seconds later as a garrison soldier staggers backwards with an axe embedded in his skull. Oh god. Okay, this is graphic. Get going! Go! Move! I find more refugees hiding behind crates and cowering on the ground, and command them to get up, calming their minds with more light magic before ordering them to flee inside where it is safe. Is it really safe in there? I'm not so sure about that one, Chief. Anyways. Around men fall, Sval and Garrison alike. Okay, so the Garrison are like our allies, I suppose. I spy a few obviously inexperienced soldiers standing at the back, struggling with what to do and decide their manpower can be used more efficiently. You, and you. Huh? I clapped the soldiers directly on their shoulders as they staggered forward in surprise. Go gather up the wounded. For a brief moment, they give me a confused look, but their wartime training soon kicks in. At once, my lord! Imbued with new purpose, they scatter. Once all of the refugees are out of the way, I set up a triage area in the back, where the fighting hasn't yet reached. My water magic does wonders on the wounds of those not yet too far gone to be saved, while a light touch on the minds of those who will not survive eases their passage into the afterlife. Ah! I feel bad, oh gosh. I look up, wiping the blood from my forehead. The sails are burning, their ash raining down. The war cries and weeping are ceaseless. I feel exhausted from overusing the magic. Already? Yeah. So much so, until I am finished tending to the wounds of a warrior, I don't even notice he is his fall. Oh! My bad, G. Must have the way to say they died. I know! We're helping the wrong guy. He was so covered in blood, the people dragging him here to me must not have noticed. I give a wry smile before tying him up with whatever I have on hand. Okay, never mind, we're arresting him too. Your lucky day, China. Suddenly, dizziness overtakes me, as if the whole ship has started to fucking weave. The sound of battle becomes distant and muted. The enemy's strength is too overwhelming. Men and women are dying around me. In a fight, I know we will lose. Let go of me! The frightened cry of a child carries across the battlefield, clearing my mind. Why isn't he inside? Biting on my lower lip, I rush anxiously towards the cries. A small mage, well over 6 feet in height, stands at the stern of the ship, pressed up against the railing. His body glows with runes, and snarling fangs of a wolf headdress frame his face forged in the icy baths of the summoning. I recognize him as the war chief, the leader of this whole expedition. Oh, you're a bitch then! Help! The Spall is holding the white-haired child in one impossibly muscular arm. Don't describe him like that! Don't turn this into an enemies to lovers thing, please, God. Oh my god, I fall for this trope way too much. While his other hand sparkles with offensive magic. Surrounding him on all sides are garrison soldiers, kept at bay by an arrow barrier. Damn it! Fools! I push and shove my way to the front, right up next to the barrier, frantically trying to think of what to say. Do I have to say his name? No matter. Let's call him Seiya. Let's pretend that's his name now. I probably butchered it anyways. Seiya, listen. Before I can finish, a sailor from the crow's nest cries out, "High Council sails, the Royal Order Fleet! We're saved!" The Spall also seem to have noticed them, and a new chorus of horns rise from the enemy ships. A call for retreat. The shaman, holding the boy, bares his teeth in a growl. I take a deep breath. The child has no part in this conflict, War Chief. Let him go. But before the shaman has time to reply, Lord and Lady Deveris make their way to the front and stand beside me. Lord Deveris is bleeding from a wound on his cheek, and Lady Deveris' hair is singed. Otherwise, they both appear relatively unharmed. Let the child go at once! He brandishes a normal rapier in one hand, while the other glows with the same strange magic as before, making my throat dry up. Do as he says. She mutters the preparatory words to a spell, and a ball of fire forms between her fingers. Damn, she's kind of badass. So if your husband dies, are you free? anyways. The big boy I like. Not you being down bad. It's my job to be down bad. Gosh, anyways. Where are we? The Spall hesitates, his eyes flickering over to his men retreating step by step back to their ships. Soon he will be left behind. Yeah, ditch him! Ditch him, bitch! Close your eyes, Berenger. You! Instinctively, I squeeze my eyes shut. Wait, was he talking to me? Oh! Oh! At once, a bright flash almost pierces through my eyelids. It's powerful, stronger than your regular elemental light magic spells, and I recognize it immediately as Lord Davis' signature ability. I'll never pronounce his name right. A deviant. Detroit become human? When my vision clears, Lord Davis is engaged in combat with the shaman, while the boy, Berenger— oh, the boy's name is Berenger. Okay. Lies prone on the floor, the air barrier surrounding them gone. I turn to Lady Deveris. Get the child, milady. I will help. First you, and all of yours 1,000-fold, damn southerner. His growl shifts into a spell before anyone has time to react. Oh, he's dead! The shaman's body glows white with magic. Lord Dever's rapier slashes the man across the chest, not once, but twice, to no apparent effect. Oh! The shaman picks up Lord Dever's as if he was no heavier than a child, holding him by the neck as magical sparks travel up from his own body over to that of the twitching lords. So I was kind of joking about his Lady Dever's husband dying. I wasn't taking it seriously. I kind of take it back now. My lord! My staff! With blah blah blah. Got a wow, friends! Yo, chill. With just a single thought, it appears in my hand, heavy and wooden. But I know it won't be enough to penetrate the shaman's rune magic as it currently stands. I move my hand over to it, whispering a quiet spell as the ashwood grows, forcing one of its ends into a sharp spear. Let him go! The magic bounces harmlessly off the shield that the war chief has conjured around himself. Garrison soldiers rush forward, but the shaman sweeps them off their feet with a single blast of air, not even sparing them one look as he glares intently at Lord Dever's. That's some tension right there. You would have made a good sacrifice, Southerner. The shaman manifests his magic into a bolt of hard lightning, and a wave of fear washes over me. Oh no! Stop! Yep, he plunges it into Lord Dever's stomach. He's dead. He's dead. I see the light go out in his eyes as the shaman carelessly throws his lifeless body to the ground. My fear transforms into unbounded fury. War Chief! My shout causes the shaman to truly pay attention to me for the first time. He jerks around to my person as his eyes shoot open when he sees the spear in my hand. I'm not fucking growling. His runic protection flares out the moment my spear touches his armor. I drive its tip through bone, muscle, and sinew straight through his heart. Oh, damn, we're badass! Yo. Briefly, our eyes met, and as they do, the anger in my heart melts away. My staff fades into the air, and the war chief collapses. Oh, Alarian! Darling! With shaky legs, I step back from the corpse. Only a small distance away, Lord Dever lies on the ground with an ugly burning wound in his side. Berenger and Lady Dever crouch next to him, the boy desperately trying to use healing magic? A clumsy attempt. The Sval warriors are retreating, leaving their dead and wounded behind. The Royal Order's fleet approaches. Some of its cutters peel off to chase after the Sval, but the flagship is heading straight for the Venture. I fall to my knees next to Lord Devers, taking his wrist to feel his pulse. To my surprise, I can sense it. He's alive? W? Please don't die. My love, please. He's not gone. Not yet. Give me some space. As everyone steps back, I press my hands onto his wounds. I sense his life force only barely clinging to this realm. His flesh is seared back to where the shaman had brutally struck him. Everything becomes a blur as I pour all my remaining energy into keeping Lord Devers alive, forcing his heart to beat and his organs to work. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice the boy, Berenger, standing close by, luckily unharmed in spite of it all. At long last, the Royal Order's flagship catches up to the Venture. Wooden gangplanks are lowered between the ships, prompting refugees to move from one to the other. Medics stream aboard, but I am too deep into the healing process of Lord Devers for any of them to aid me. And yet, even in all the chaos and exhaustion surrounding my desperate struggle to keep the Lord alive, my instincts tell me to look up. Oh! I was not prepared for this. Hello, sir. Clad in crimson, a tall man crosses the gangplank between the ships. The sanguinary color seems to burn away the sweat, ash, and the aftermath of the battle, forcing a breath of life into the weary environment. His raven hair blows wildly in the wind, yet it does not look a strand out of place, imparting the feeling that that's exactly how the person should be, fierce and untamed. With not a single redundant movement, the man confers his orders to the High Council sailors and soldiers. Then, as if noticing my gaze, he turns around and our eyes meet. Blade from Honkai. I never played Honkai, but I have seen Blade before. Anyways, Smash, next question. Who? I might need some water right now. God, anyways, hello, sir. Hello. I frown. The bright crimson in his eyes feels as though it pierces into my very soul, tearing out all of my secrets one by one. I will gladly confess to this man. Anyways, a sudden burst of emotions flares in my chest. There is sadness, confusion, guilt, but also remembrance and anticipation. Although I don't know what for. Passy looks like he would yell at me. I'm into that. Anyways. What? Who said that? Lord Deaveris coughs. His groans of pain pull me out of my melancholy, and Lady Deaveris rushes to my side, tears in her eyes. By the time I gaze up again, the man is gone. Damn! Damn! Didn't even give me a chance to ask for his number. That was just a prologue? You're kidding me. Alright, where are we now? My lord, you can step back now. We have him. I look up, and the face of the High Council healer slowly comes into focus. Magic flows into Lord Deaveris' body like a surge of floodwater, completely drowning out the weak trickle of my own force. Relieved of my duty, I take a step back. The world briefly fades to black the moment I stand up. I can relate. Iron deficiency gang, let's go. My mouth, rather, my whole body, feels like a desert after a 100-year drought. Water. My voice comes out in a rasp, and another healer hands me water skin. Oh, what? Okay. I'm assuming that's like a canteen or something. I drink greedily, as I do, my senses slowly return to me. Sound of bells? Yes, my lord. We're no longer at sea. Huh? The bells chime a few more times before I finally register that we have docked. Bleh, my throat hurts. Sorry, guys. Anyways. Low voices murmur in the distance. I hear guards barking orders and the sound of water lapping against the stone pier. At last, we have arrived at the City of Chimes in all its glory. Lady Deaveris, who never once left her husband's side, looks up at the healer. Will he? It is a miracle he is still alive. Without magic, he would have perished within minutes. That's not reassuring. Oh, never mind. Thank you. She's giving credit. Never mind. The healer gestures at me, a look of respect in her eyes. But the worst is over. Now, we just need to keep his condition stable. Fortunately, we have the best medical care in the world here in Chimes, Lady Deaveris. Is it free? A moment later, arms enfold me and I stare up into the crying face of Lady Deaveris. She hugs me tightly, shaking like a leaf. Thank you so much, Dylan. Thank you. I nearly fall over, causing her to pull back a bit, worry written all over her face. What's wrong? Is it free? American moment? I know, man. Do we want to be a drama king? Do we want to just be honest? Or do we become selfless and end up probably dying because nobody paid attention to us? This self-sacrificing behavior. Drama? You want me to be a theater kid? Lamafau, yes, drama. Alright, let's go. We're gonna be the biggest bitch in the world. If this ends up getting us in trouble, guys, I swear to God. They were manipulated! Oh my God. Y'all, look what you've done. You are a theater kid. I mean, with how bad my voice acting is, I suppose that's fair. A little more and I might have joined that stretcher with your husband. Strictly speaking, this is not a falsehood, and I give her a little glimpse at the extent of my exhaustion. Lady Devers pales a little. I feel bad now. What you have done today will not be forgotten. She hugs me one last time, then returns to tending her husband. You better give me some money, bro. If the healthcare here ain't free, I need some money. I could VA this easy. What, you want to join me and help me voice over all the male characters? Feeling my knees begin to buckle, I stumble over to the railing, taking in a proper look at my surroundings for the first time. Reaching all the way up to the water's edge, the delicate paving stones would look more at home in a royal castle than a simple dock. Took a whole course on voice acting for funsies. I've been an amateur voice actor my whole life, and then I quit because stuff happened. And now I don't like doing voice acting with people who aren't professionals. I watch as garrison soldiers escort Sval prisoners off the ship, each one chained to another. But even as captives, the Sval warriors hold their heads up high. I recognize the Sval Drenger I healed by mistake, still covered in blood but walking slightly more upright than most of his compatriots. The only thing that awaits them at the hands of the High Council is torture, or execution. Such a waste. I turn my gaze to our refugees. Curiously, they seem to be under almost as tight a guard as the Sval. Definitely a murder happened? What do you mean? What murder? Soldiers stand watch as if to make sure nobody runs off. After registration, everyone is led to an area with tents set up some distance away. Could they be afraid of spies? Among the tents, what am I reading? Among the tents, High Council alchemists mill about. I remember my adoptive father telling me about the truth serums they use on prisoners. The stories were anything but pretty. They shouldn't use those on refugees. Just then, one of the garrison soldiers notices me and hastens my way, as if intending to make me join the line of refugees leaving the ship. I straighten up, suddenly apprehensive. Dylan, it's time to go. Lady Devers lightly touches my shoulder. The garrison shoulder. What am I reading? The garrison soldier stops in his tracks before turning around with a nod. Your husband? He needs rest, but we can take him to the manor safely. Come now, our carriage is waiting. Ours? So you're free, right? I feel so bad. I am a terrible person. I'm so sorry, ma'am. I do not protest, and as I follow her down the gangplank, bypassing the queue of refugees and heading directly towards the carriage in question. Several guards carry the still unconscious Lord Devers behind us. Is she single? Maybe. No. Wait, what am I saying maybe for? Nah, her husband is right there! Whoops. The carriage is large. I love gangplank. It's a word. Yeah, it's the big wooden board that they use to drag you onto the ships or something. The carriage is large, but the men still need some time to arrange him in a comfortable manner. How tall is he? Jesus. Just got here, sorry. Who is this? Who is Hollow Spam? I'm so sorry, I do not recognize you. Anyways, what am I looking at? Holy crap. As Lady Devers aids them, a sudden instance tugs at my memory, and I turn around to stare back at the ships. Docked next to the Venture, and probably twice its size, is the Royal Order flagship. It's equipped with double rows of cannons and full masts in comparison to the Venture's measly two. Jesus Christ! The sight reminds me of its captain, and as if summoned by my thoughts, he appears. Oh, he's back! Awooga! God, this man has me on a freaking chokehold. Still clad in the same crimson attire, he walks down from the ship, his eyes sweeping over the entire city. Despite the distance between us, I can sense something ravenous radiating from him. He eyes chimes like a future conqueror, not a citizen. That's not good. He's giving red flags, but it's okay, I'm colorblind. And I am in fact not, I swear. I am normal blind though, it's okay. His gaze nearly passes over me, but before it has the chance, His attention is drawn away by two people awaiting him on the pier. Oh, she's pretty! One of the two, a young woman, stands with her arms crossed. Her hair falls gracefully past her shoulders, all the way down to her hips. Built-in red flag detector. Oh my god, no! One of my friends in real life just texted me, and they are watching the stream and being like, blue hair girl guy is fine, but not as fine as your mom. What the fuck, man? Anyways, what was I reading? Here, gleaming a beautiful shade of gold as if woven out of warm sunlight. By contrast, the glimmering blue in her eyes and the cold expression on her face remind me of the deepest frost in winter. She's so pretty. Oh, he's kinda cute! Go back to the other guy, the blue-haired one. I like him. Next to us stands a young man. Copper red hair frames his round face with sun-kissed skin. He beams with a kindness that would give even the weariest a ray of hope where there's none to be found. Aw, he's like a sunshine boy. It's cute. With a gentle smile on his lips, he positions himself casually next to the dignified woman at his side. The crimson-clad man approaches both in great strides. That's you? You? Oh my god. Don't tell me. Hold on. Check Discord, broski. Anyways, they are all richly garbed and carried themselves with grace and poise of befitting royalty. The three together stand out like a cluster of colorful blooms in the middle of a field of drab brown. Look at the three of them! I would adopt this guy. Red hair man, I would adopt him. This guy looks like he would fucking destroy me. And then she's like, marry me, please, you're so pretty. My god. It is you. Anyways, from where I stand, I can't make out what they're saying, but their behavior shows that they're well acquainted with each other. The intimidating man and Rand? Kiss, marry, kill all three? Oh, that's hard. What am I supposed to do? God. Can it be kiss, marry, adopt? Because I really want to adopt the red hair guy. He seems like very cute child. Sunshine energy. I gotta protect this guy. He's so cute. The intimidating man in red commanded the Royal Order fleet himself, so perhaps they all belong to the same faction? If possible, I should ask Lady Deveris about this later. I'll probably forget. Dylan? Come, we're ready. Kiss, marry, kill. Fine, okay. How do I be logical about this? I don't want to kill the blue hair guy. It should be kiss, marry, fuck. Kiss, red hair. Marry lady over here. And fuck this guy. What do you mean his eyes are weird? His eyes are so pretty. Yes. Compared to us, anyways, these guys are like 10 out of 10s. I tear my gaze away from the three people on the pier and climb aboard. The carriage starts moving as soon as the coachman closes the door behind us. Okay, yay, we don't gotta walk. The ride winds its way outside the city proper and up the hills just beyond its walls. Although no longer strictly in chimes, the city lights stay in sight between the trees, and soon after we come to a stop in front of the Deveris estate. We've arrived, my lord. The face of the coachman reappears as the door swings open. I acknowledge him with a curt nod. Climbing down from the carriage, the exhaustion finally catches up to me. My muscles scream for clemency, and my eyes can barely stay open. With everything that has happened over the last few days, it feels as though a century has passed since I last slept. I cannot speak. Escort the Herr de Chabonnet to the guest chambers. Treat him as one of our own and give him anything he should want. Oh my god, my allergies. I'm so sorry, chat. Okay, have some water now. And prepare the master bedroom. What? Lady Devers strolls up to me, smiling gently. This is not going where I think it should be going. Only now I notice her face and clothes are still covered in soot and blood from the battle. The fact makes me wonder what I must look like by comparison. She's probably super pretty and we're like a pig. I hope the journey here wasn't too taxing, Dylan. You look to be on the verge of collapse. So, where are we going with this, chat? Remind her to rest. Alright. Consider it. I will be fine, my lady. The best things you can give me right now, however, is to make sure you get enough rest too. I smile at her. Lady Devers seems quite taken by my concern, promising to do just that with a quick nod, although I have a feeling that is a fib. Then we part ways. Lady and Lord Devers head off to the master bedroom while I follow a servant to the guest suite. The estate is grand and warmly decorated, but I barely have the mind to take in the sights. After stepping into the room, I dismiss the servant and collapse in the bed, intending to rest my eyes only for a little bit. Nope, we're sleeping for 3 hours. At the minimum. My lord? Never mind, we slept till the next morning. It wasn't me. Hi, Derpy! Hello! I blink once and immediately squeeze my eyes shut again. The room is bathed in glaring sunlight. What time is it? It is almost noon! Oh god. I see my sleep schedule has carried over into the game. Dear god, Sorry, I'm drinking water right now. That's mildly concerning. Anyways, ahaha. Ooh. Very pretty art London moment. I stood up and grimaced at the state of my person. It was less noticeable in the dim of the night, but now, dust, blood, and soot. The sheets will need to be changed forthwith. I feel bad, God! Oh no! I hate making people clean up after me like that. That's so bad. We have drawn up a bath for you, and breakfast is served as well. Alright, I forgot we're nobility in this. Thank you. Afterwards, the young master would like to see you, my lord. The young master. Nerefeel? I totally forgot he existed. Yes, my lord. Understood. You may leave. With a bow, the servant leaves me to my morning routines. Climbing out of bed, the first thing I do is drag the wooden tub to the window so I can bask in the sunlight while washing myself and enjoying breakfast. You eat breakfast in the tub? Huh? My suite faces towards the city in the distance. I peer at Chime's many bell towers rising above the skyline. A warm breeze carries over the murmur of low voices. No doubt the servants of the estate must already be at work. The rays of the sun coming in through the window do more to revitalize me than the food, and by the time I am finished, I feel almost whole again. I put on a change of clothes and leave my chambers. Right outside, a footman is waiting to escort me. As we silently walk through the rich corridors of the estate, I feel like myself for the first time in quite a while. That is such a long corridor. I would cry having to walk up that multiple times. Servants bow as I pass. Everything is clean, quiet, and orderly. In this place, there is no war, no threat, no fear. God, that scared me! Why is the knocking so realistic? I thought there was someone, like, at my window. Gosh. The footman leads me to the door of the master bedroom. He knocks thrice, but then ushers me inside, closing the door behind me. Oh, damn. Alright, bye-bye. I thought there was someone in my room. You know it! The thing is, like, I'm currently not by a door, so the only thing on my right is a window, which is terrifying. And now I'm paranoid. Tricky devil. Shh. Anyways, a few retainers stand quietly in one corner. Lady Devers sits next to the bed, but turns to me with a broad smile when she hears me enter. Good morning, Dylan. I hope you slept well. It's noon! I kinda overslept. I didn't mean to. My bad, G. I slept excellently, my lady. My whole person has been rejuvenated. I am glad. I glance toward the bed. Although covered in bandages and swaddled in blankets, I can see the slow rise and fall of Lord Devers' chest. His wife follows my gaze with a sigh. We cannot smash the lady. She has a husband who is critically injured, and that would be not morally correct. Alright, what are we doing? Wait, hold on. Pause for a second. Yep. We're gonna be manipulating, boys. Anyways. Check on her? Alright. Consider it. We are very polite. You guys are making me pick all the good options, minus the whole manipulative one. Anyways, how are you, milady? Did you get any sleep? Thank you for your concern, Dylan. Yes, I am indeed well, all things considered. And you'll sleep? Lady Devers finally smiles. You are relentless. Yes, I rested once Neri returned. Neri, God. Why am I rolling the R? It's the whole Yoru situation all over again. Oh, wait, he's right there. Oops. As she says his name, she glances across the room. Only then do I notice the man standing next to the servants. Thank God you guys didn't make me, like, do something stupid. I don't even remember the other options, but gosh. Hello, sir. Oh, his hair is braided. That's kind of hot. Anyways, he's fully decked in black from head to toe, a color indistinguishable from the retainers at first glance. Long yellow hair is tied into a braid that falls to his hips. He has long hair. Oh my god, men with long hair. Just now you notice him blind in-game in IRL. Shh. Shush. Shush. Anyways, his eyes are so pretty. I love the color green. The leaf. Not the game talking about green eyes immediately after. The leaf green of his eyes should have been calming, but his bright golden irises instead create a piercing effect alongside the green. Paired with his expressionless face, they make him seem entirely unapproachable. Crossing the field. The field? What am I reading? Crossing the room, Nerafield acknowledges me with a nod. You can see his hair like all the way down there. Ah! It's good to see you. Dylan, this is my son, Nerafield. Neri, this is Dylan de Chabanais, our benefactor and the one who saved your father. I bow while taking a moment to study the young master of the house. Unlike the rest of the chimes, he is dressed prepared for war. A sword buckled. Where? Wait, I see it! It's like right under the history button. It's hard to spot, but you guys can kind of see it. Anyways, what am I talking about? Someone texted me, I think. Never mind. Sword buckled at its waist, an outfit worn practical rather than purely for fashion, and a pose that suggests a skilled warrior. Oh, men that know how to fight, that's hot. Anyways, when our eyes meet again, I realize that he is weighing me at the same time as I am him. Mother has filled me in on the details. We owe you a great deal. Despite his cold veneer of politeness, he sounds genuine in his sentiment. When Lady Devers stands next to him, I do not question the family resemblance. Oh, is she blonde too? If there is anything we can do, other than giving you a place to stay for as long as you so choose, of course, you need only ask. Downplay my important Rapunzel! Nah. I think we all know what kind of person I am in real life. Ha 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 ha! Nah, I'm joking. My gosh. Train? Alright. Oops. Intimidate. Oh! Okay. Who? I could use a place to train. Preferably one I can burn to the ground should the need arise. Arsonist? Hello? Okay then. Coming from someone else might sound like a joke, but the seriousness of my voice must have convinced him. Netherfield nods, his face as inscrutable as before. At a sigh, Lady Deveris smiles gently, but she is clearly distracted on top of being exhausted. Netherfield must have noticed as well. Perhaps we could talk somewhere else. Of course. After a brief farewell, we leave the room. 1 sec, chat. Get up, stretch. I don't know. I've been streaming for an hour already. Jesus Christ. I need to stretch. Oh, I'm getting old. His face is inscrutable, but all of him is scrollable. That's gonna be pinned. That is an amazing comment. You have... Wow. Okay. That is amazing. You're getting pinned. The halls are silent. An open window on the floor below lets in a faraway... A faraway... Ah, yes. English, Dylan. English. Lets in a faraway voice... I'm gonna kill myself. I can't speak. Lets in faraway voices from the outside. Even so, the mood among the servants is somber. Thank you again. I meant what I said. We are in your debt. You may stay here for as long as you desire. But do you have any other plans now that you are here in Chimes? To fuck you anyways. Down bad for the 2D characters? Absolutely. Well... Excitement stirs in my chest. Against all odds, fate has finally brought me here. I know Netherfield. Now that it is certain his father will pull through, we'll head out again on official business before long. He's obviously not a man with enthusiasm for small talk, so I cut to the chase. Can I fuck him? Damn. What? I wish to join the High Council. What are the requirements? Netherfield stops in his tracks and gives me a look I find difficult to discern. Oh, he looks angry. Why are you so interested? Are we gonna go, I want revenge, or are we gonna go, I want to defend? But God, why does he look so hot when he glares at you? Oh. My God. Kill them all? Be kind? Help? Help who? Y'all gotta make a decision. I don't know which one you want. This is your journey as much as mine. Oh, this music is such a banger too. Hold on. Where's the... That's part of gold. Actually, no, wait, that's a little bit loud. That's a little bit loud. The difference in audio volume, Jesus Christ. Help me kill them. I see. So, are we going on the vengeance route or what, guys? Please, I can't decide. Okay. Help? Help who? Oh, help them? Oh, I wasn't reading the thing. I genuinely didn't see the word help in the thing, so I was like, who helped? Okay, we have 2 votes for help. I'm sorry, guys, we're going to help them. I want to help those who have been hurt in the wall. If you're going to kill, do it with kindness. Sure. There's a simple statement to make, because it is true. Or at least it feels true. Netherfield stares quietly for... God. Netherfield stares at me quietly for a second, and then his lips twitch into the smallest of smiles. Oh! Wait, when he smiles, it's actually kind of cute. A good enough reason. Don't worry, I was merely curious. To answer your question, the High Council selects new candidates biannually, twice a year, okay? My heart sinks. Only twice a year? When's the next recruitment? In 2 weeks. You're in luck. That's clutch, let's go. We got the best timing in the world, chat. Of course, not just anyone can apply. The High Council requires the careful vetting of even potential candidates. Only those of impeccable character are allowed to register. I see. The Deiveris will support your candidacy indubitably, but the High Council doesn't select its member based on recommendation alone. These descriptions are trying to sound like a smut book without the smut. I don't, what the heck, man? Oh my god. Stop spamming the stupid fluster! I'm trying to have a serious talk here. They only accept warriors and mages of the highest caliber. You will have to prove your skill yourself. I nod slowly, thinking back to the battle on board the Venture. Remembering the look of the war chief as I sank my weapon into his heart sends shivers down my spine. I hope the tests, whatever they may be, will be easier than that. Of course. Nerfield hesitates before glancing back in the direction of the master bedroom. Then he takes a deep breath. Stop! Take away that smirk emoji! If you'd like, I can take you to registration next week. I can vouch for you there, as both a Deiveris and a member of the High Council's garrison. If you're scared, I'm not reading that out loud! A high-ranking officer vouching for a quasi-stranger is no small matter. I understand this must be his way of showing gratitude, and this realization leaves me feeling quite conflicted. Thank you, Lord Nerfield. Neri is fine. We have nickname privileges, chat! Let's go! He's so cute. Wait, never mind, it's not here. Is it here? Characters. No, it's not here! There's nothing. Damn, okay. How do I go back? Return. Nickname. I offer myself to read that out loud. I will not let you read it because then stream will go feral. Not brand posting the best art in the middle. I'm getting so distracted. This is so cute. Anyways, finally a name that you can actually own. Hello? Anyways, alright. Mary. I have to go now, but I will be back for dinner. We get to eat with him, let's go! Understood. I'll see you then. After a short farewell, a servant escorts me back to my chambers. I watch as Neri gallops away towards chimes from my window. Despite my best attempts to keep them at bay, a tidal wave of conflicting emotions surges within me, trying to pull me up by the roots and whisk me away. Don't do this to me! Like always, when these feelings overwhelm me, I reach out to the pendant around my neck, searching dismally for his presence. Who's his? Who's he? Lucius. Are you there? Eating with him, what stop it! Stop making everything like this! Anyways, nobody answers my call. Even so, I force my emotions to subside and replace them with determination. The High Council is what I've been aiming for. I need to focus. I love blanking the name. I'm not saying that actual word again. Grand Duke Winterbelt III. Just say winter. My god. Regardless of what the entrance tests may be, I have no doubt a keen sense of magic is required. Although I can command all 6 branches of elemental magic outside of the Rosencrews clan, such a thing is completely unheard of, so it is in my best interest not to let others know about it for now. Just the third. Shut up! Guys. Fire, wind, and water should be the safest to use in public. Time is of the essence. How should I sharpen my skills this week? Weekly planner unlocked. You can access the in-game tutorials by pressing T. Let's go. Oh my god, there's gonna be a lot. I can't click on anything. Oh, I can! Okay, we're gonna read through this first. Anyways. Royal Order features a time management system. Weekly, you will be able to choose between numerous actions that can be performed, such as learning magic, completing missions, attend social events, or craft alchemy items. Crafting alchemy items will not require any time. All other actions will advance you into the next week. I see. Magic stats. Magic stats are essential to survival. Cultivate your magic abilities. You can raise your character's stats every week through the schedule planner. Stats checks. You will encounter. Oh, Windhill, damn. Death endings? Oh, wait. Never mind. Time management leaves. You will encounter various stats checks throughout the story. Successes can improve relationships. Failure may result in death endings. So, gotta grind, I see. Missions and events may require alchemy items. Recipes will be unlocked as the story proceeds. Click on the recipe to see its requirements. As a recruit, your salary doesn't amount to much. Missions are side quests that you can take on to adern. I keep combining words right now. I'm gonna freaking die. What was that? What was that? I swear I just heard something. Everything got quiet. I'm a little nervous right now. um, Missions are side quests that you can take on to earn additional money and raise the affection of the council factions or the love interests. Who are the love interests? I gotta know who I can smash! Click on the mission to check its requirements. Social events. Where nobles gather, your behavior will be judged. Attend or spend money to host events, solve problems in your own way, and get rewarded with various behavior stats bonuses. You close the menu and get jump scared. If I do, I'll shit myself. Lucius is a deviant magic user with fortune telling abilities. Ooh, so he's this little guy. He's a skunkly, I see. For a small amount of magic, he can foresee the possible stats checks of the upcoming week. The best time to use this ability is before deciding what to do with the week. While a little vague, interpreting his divinations, can give you vital clues for avoiding or achieving your next step. Achieving? You say that like it's a good thing. How do I get out? T? T. New Grimoire character unlocked. Nerifel Derveris. Let's check him out. Characters. Neri. I would somehow turn a wall into the only love interest. Jesus Christ. Not you smashing the wall. Hole in the wall. No! Neri is the heir to the House de Averis and a high-ranking member of the senior garrison. He appears to be a taciturn man of few words. However, he agreed to help me to apply. What? Why is there another two here? Okay, my English grammar is kicking in. Anyways, he agreed to help me to apply to the High Council to convey his thanks in the matter of saving his father. I hate how many twos are using that. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in that one sentence. That pisses me off. Anyways, listen, if you marry him, the lady could be your mother-in-law. Mommy? Anyways, he is cute, though. He is really cute. Man, a few words, because you guys are gonna get me banned on YouTube, I swear to God. Okay. First off, let's save right now. Okay, and then we're gonna go back. Magic. Empty time block. Ooh. Who is this? Hello? I can see you there. I want to click on you. Who are you? It's the hot guy. What's this? What are these? Oh, that's back. That's the grimoire. So we have 10 water, and that's it. Cultivate my own fire magic, cultivate my own water magic, cultivate my own wood magic, cultivate my own wind magic bonus +1, cultivate my own light magic bonus +2.5, cultivate my own darkness magic. I have these 3, but like these 3 other ones I can use it safely. So wait, which one? Oh, hold on. What are we gonna do first? Let's pick and choose, because light gives us the biggest bonus right now. Should we go for light first? I think I'm gonna go with light in one of them, but I'm not sure which one. Let's do light first, because we already have a bonus. What else? wind all the way. Alright. I don't want to do that the whole time. Light, yes. I'm not gonna do wind all the way. We have darkness bonus, but it said that these 3 are the safest to use in public. Did it say that? Chat, do you guys remember if it was, which abilities were safe to use in public? Fire, water, and something else. I forgot. It was either wind or wood. Water is the healing power, if I remember correctly. Hold on. Oops. Okay, it saves. Water. No? No. Who heals? Which one heals? Animation and concealment. Manifestation. Transformation. Nature. Mind and emotion. So we have light and we have some water. Wood? Are we gonna go wood? Light, I think, heals. Is the light? No, light's the calming one. Water is the healing one. Fire is like damage, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what to do. I know wind is like levitation. That's what it said, right? So. Chat, pick my last one. I don't know what to put. What are the most seductive ones? Huh? Why you gotta make everything like this? God damn. Don't pick fire or water. Why not? Do wood. Wood. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Okay, okay, okay. Yippee! They're hot and make things wet. Oh my god. The seat of the High Council sits in the middle of Chimes. Its high towers. Wait. Hold on. Okay, one sec. I'm gonna go back to here real quick because I wanna check something. Where was it? Shit. Does anyone remember how we checked the, check which one's, like, the good one to do, like the divination thing? I forgot how to do that. Okay, wait, hold on. Tutorial. Stop spamming fluster. How do I use divination? Oh, do I have to go into my stats? How do I go into my stats? Is it here? I don't have stats! There's no divination! I will continue your legacy. Oh my god. Well, I guess we're going with this. Anyways, same things happened. Alright. Your fingers need to be ready to handle. Shut up! The seat of the High Council sits in the middle of Chimes. Its high tower is plodding in the azure sky with white and mahogany bricks polished to a soft, glistening sheen in the morning sun. Wow, that is pretty. Okay, that's a big castle. At the center of it all lies a grandiose castle, although by Neri's explanation, all of the buildings in the area are somehow related to the High Council and used for administration, training, or sometimes barracks. Everywhere I look, I see people dressed in black garbs with flawless silver pins attached to their chests. The only ones who aren't dressed in such fashions are ones such as myself, hopeful candidates arriving in pairs or small groups and all heading in the same direction. there usually this many candidates? No, this is the most I've ever seen in one gathering. I suppose it's because of the war. Neri gives a quiet, acknowledging hum, and I decide not to comment any further. We filter in through the gates and into a courtyard, where the hopefuls mill about. We're mixed with young members of the High Council who are curious to see the new recruits. The registration deck is over there. Usually there isn't a line, but I don't mind waiting. Neri nods. We join the end of a long line, looking to already contain hundreds, and slowly edge forward as even more people arrive behind us. Although most of the candidates are youthful in appearance, I spot a fair number of graying beards and grizzled features. Veteran mages, no doubt. Then there stand nobles next to the people who look like they just stepped down from a refugee ship. In short, a lot of competition. Despite being confident in my own abilities, I start to feel a little apprehensive. I wonder if the High Council takes in a set number of applicants or a percentage of all who apply. Silver foxes? Can we back all them? No, guys! Chat, no! Chat, no! Neri? My question trails off as I notice Neri's attention on what happens to be a commotion near the line. Following his gaze, I spot a few garrison soldiers, judging by the design of their silver pins, speaking animatedly with several High Council alchemists. All I am saying is this: you should focus solely on offensive alchemy. Phlogiston bombs, freezing potions, these are what we need on the battlefield. Surely it cannot be too hard to produce them at a faster speed. Enjoy the rest of your stream. I'm gonna head out now. Alright, bye-bye guys, thank you for tuning in. And my answer is this: you girls should keep your hands off the things you couldn't possibly understand. You're not the ones out there getting your heads cleaved by skull axes. And you are not the ones getting burnt by dangerous experimentation. By the looks of it, neither side suggests any intention of yielding at their point. Excuse me for one moment. Neri's politeness cannot entirely hide the annoyed edge to his words. He walks over to the arguing High Council members. The moment he arrives, they snap to attention. What the fuck? Commandant Devers. He speaks with them in a low voice, too low to be heard, and his face hardens like the finest cut of marble. Seconds later, both the garrison soldiers and the alchemists disperse, looking properly chastised. I think we need to pick a side? I don't think so. I'm not the only one staring at the supposed victor in the exchange, but Neri ignores the plotting looks as he returns to my side. My apologies. He's so polite! No harm done. I suppose a member of the High Council is never really off duty. Neri's expression softened slightly. Should we ask, or... Ask? Alright. I'm a little nervous. Funny to see them scurry off like that. I do hope it wasn't anything too serious. Wait, what? Oops. Neri frowns, visibly uncomfortable with being put on the spot. However, after a moment, he sighs and lowers his voice. It was nothing really, just a disagreement on tactics. The war has us all on edge. Does that happen often? Yes, but a few years ago it was all rather academic in nature. He goes quiet, shutting down the topic here as well. We are trying to problem solve and not be ignorant. As we continue in silence, I consider the role of the High Council in all of this. They were never directly targeted by the Swall, so why are they the ones in charge of the war efforts in the first place? Stop making fun of Neri, leave him alone. Gosh. He's trying his best. The High Council is supposed to be a neutral assembly of mages and alchemists, diplomats, not warriors. Yet rulers of the Igrith all came to them for support. This can only mean that the diplomatic tensions between the three realms... Oh god. Goodbye to all of these! I'm gonna butcher all of them. Anyways, Shioria... What the fuck? Ilsa Nova, and butane must be appallingly high, much more than I ever noticed at our border fief. Thief. They likely cannot agree on a course of action without a fourth party to mediate. This did not bode well for the success of the war efforts. Then again, the Svol have been preparing for generations, and the fight has been on their terms thus far. Next. Dylan? Yes. Shaken out of my thoughts, I step forward, Neri by my side. The table in front is already chock full of scrolls with names. I glance behind us, and the line appears to have only gotten longer. Who vouches for you? The De Averis family. And me, personally. Very good. Name? Dylan de Chabanais. He jots it down at the bottom of an extensive list. As you can tell, we've had a bit more candidates than usual, but we still select only a fixed number of recruits. Oh gosh. I guess that answers my previous question. Competition is stiff, and you will be publicly examined. Which field would you like your examination to be in? Combat, alchemy, or special tasks? I almost asked what special tasks consist of, but by the curt tone, the clerk is speaking. But by the curt tone the clerk is speaking in, I sense he is in a hurry to get the line moving again. His quill hovers impatiently over the line next to my name. Combat. Alchemy is not my forte, and who knows special tasks could be anything. Combat is, at least, something I know I'm quite capable of. Stop it! The clerk scribbles something next to my name. Stop it! Leave him alone! Your examination will take place next week. Lord De Averis knows where. Next! Okay. My words were cut off as we quickly shouldered away from the line and back into the courtyard. Next week it is. You best prepare. The examination is no joke. Will do. Okay, let's overwrite this save. Turn. Let's go magic. Okay, so we've already, decently stacked for magic on these ones. Light is pretty overpowered right now. Let's do fire, darkness, and wood. Just to, balance things out a little. Fire. Wood, fire, and darkness. Did I do that right? Okay. I think I did that right. No, was it water? Okay, wait. I have 10 water, 2 wood. So fire, wood, and darkness. No, fire, wood. But yeah, okay. The lowest we have right now are fire, wood, and darkness. So we're gonna go with those ones. Fire, wood, darkness. Alright, let's go. Healing. Boom, boom. Let's go. So cool. The mood in the Great Hall brims with the heady excitement of fear and pure adrenaline. Go, get him! Watch your back! I'm surrounded by strangers, as after escorting me here, Neri left to attend his own business. Thankfully, we were early enough that, upon registration, I could wait near the edge of the arena for my turn. Trials have been going on since early morning, and there are many dozens ahead of me in line. An invisible enchanted barrier surrounds the arena itself, preventing any magic from accidentally spilling over into the audience. Although, for good measure, an additional wooden banister is also set up. Hundreds of candidates, the judges themselves, plus assorted members from the High Council crowd the examination room, watching the next generation of warriors test themselves. Despite the fact that this is supposed to be a formal show of competency, not a sporting event, everyone's moods tend towards the latter. Cheers and applause breathe through the hall with every blow. I stay quiet in the middle of the cheer, focusing instead on my own mental preparations. Fire! Use fire! Between fights, I study the arena itself, noting that it provides easy access to all the elements. Buckets filled to the brim with water, a brazier scorching with flames, and a set of evenly spaced wooden poles. Each recruit seems to have a different opponent, or very nearly so. I notice only a few recurring sparring partners. This rotation is probably to keep things fair so that you cannot study the opponent of the one who came before you to get an advantage. Timing the fights as they go, I observe that each bout only lasts for a few minutes. In nearly every case, the candidate is knocked down within the first 60 seconds by one of the elite garrison soldiers. Nothing I see, however, suggests that they are more dangerous than the average small warrior. Perhaps I will be the first one to knock down my opponent? I smile at the thought. In-game Debbie Downer Dylan. Shush! Shush. Aw, that's cute. Alright, at the end of the bout, the judges ring a bell and then escort the potential recruit away to wait for the results. Dylan de Chabanais, public combat exam. Please approach the table. Excitement swells within me as my name is finally called. I make my way hastily down to the judge's table where they confirm my identity. Do you have your own weapon? I do. I conjure my staff. The judge glances at it and shrugs. Proceed to the ring. Your opponent will be with you promptly. The fight lasts until we ring the bell. Understood. As I step out into the arena, I realize with great relief that inside the bubble, all sounds from the outside are muted to a barely audible murmur. Impressive use of wind magic. I stretch to try and hide my nervousness by twirling my staff around in the air to loosen my limbs. My sparring partner should be here any second now. Dylan. Ah! No! Way! I almost drop my weapon when Neri steps into the ring opposite me. He is my opponent. A high-ranked commandant is taking care of such a little test. So much for me being the first recruit to come and knock down in the arena. Perhaps this was another favor from the Deveris, giving me a chance to fight against an opponent that may be a tad more sympathetic. This was the business he had to take care of? Neri nods and lifts his training sword. The way he composes himself and the look on his face dispel any notion I might have had that he would go easy on me. Well, shit, we're fucked. Whenever you are ready. I am. Alright. We're strongest in these two. I think we're gonna go with light first. Light success. Let's go, W's. He will be faster and stronger than me, but speed and strength mean little if I can predict his every move. Summoning the calm center of my core, I stare into his eyes until I see myself reflected in them. I feel his arms and legs as mine and his tensions as my own. Shut up! Shut up! I sense his surprise when I move skillfully out of the way, but it doesn't last. He catches my response less with his body and more with his experience. Soon our fight becomes not of sword against staff, but of mind against mind. He thinks of enacting a feint, but doesn't follow suit, and I nearly stumble, dodging nothing. Swinging my staff at his head, I predict that he will try to dodge. I adjust my swing, but Neri parries instead. I barely manage to twirl away from his counterattack. Every move becomes part of an endless guessing game. Even so, I'm forcing him to act more cautiously and sometimes to retreat. Although his actual face betrays no emotion, I can sense a smile all the same. Just when I think I have him, the bell rings. Regardless, I know that if I can just get in one more shot, he will be the first opponent to be knocked down by a candidate. That would guarantee my spot. So I inch forward. But before my next attack lands, wait, fuck, I skipped back. Fuck, log, history. What did I read? He forces the distance between us while raising one hand. Dragon's breath. Oh shit, that's... I'm getting giddy. You can see his hair, you can see his hands. God, he's pretty. He is very pretty. A magic circle grows below my feet, and its bright light nearly drowning out the view of my environment. The magic disappears as if it was never there. Oh shit! I'm squealing because he's hot! A heavy feeling weighs down on me, causing me to choke. The oxygen around me seems to have vanished alongside my magic. A shimmering glow then surrounds me, evidently summoned by Neri. So he is a deviant, just like his father. Not going to use any of the 6 elemental branches, but instead wields a new special power altogether. Whatever Dragon's Breath may be, the spell has sapped me of all my magic. I feel weak and instinctively try to lean on my staff for support, but it has vanished. Oh shit. The world spins as I collapse in an exhausted heap on my knees. Dylan! Dragon's Breath disappears and I take a deep, ragged breath. Neri hurries over to me, looking both apologetic and confused at the same time. My apologies. That should have only cut off your inner connection to magic, not. He gestures about my person with subtle distress written across his brows. Whatever just happened. It is fine. I am fine. I was merely relying a little bit too much on my magic to keep up my strength. My words tell only a partial truth. I force a smile, hoping for him to drop the questioning, otherwise I might land myself into real trouble. Neri pauses but offers me his hand. I take it and let him help pull me up. Good job. Thanks. You too. I glance at the judges before we leave, or as we leave, but their faces are almost as inscrutable as Neri's. The results will not be known until everyone has finished, and with this big a group, it's probably going to be a while yet. I have to return to my duties. Will you be all right? Don't worry, I'm as fine as can be. Ever doubtful, Neri bids us farewell, leaving me to my own devices. Hand holding before marriage. As my adrenaline settles, I realize how parched I've become. I find a water fountain and drink until I no longer feel like I am lying lost in a barren wasteland. Then I find a place to sit and rest. I watch the rest of the tryouts, but my brain hardly registers them. Everything hurts, although I expect the pain will be much worse by tomorrow. Biting my lower lip, I feel my eyes sting. Once, I could have dissolved even a deviant spell without breaking a sweat. Now, such feats are no longer possible. What happened to us, bro? Evening closes in by the time the judges announce the end of the examination. Soon after, the clerk pulls up the results on the notice board. I decide to wait for the huge crowd to disperse instead of pushing my way through, as if I even have the energy to do so. I anxiously watch the faces of all who leave. The majority look disappointed, quickly dispersing after receiving the bad news. Occasionally, I hear cries of joy. Slowly, the crowd around the board thins out, and with it, the number of people left in the hall. Only the selected have stayed. No point in putting it off any longer. I get up and walk to the board, my legs heavy. If this does not work, then what will I do? Wait half a year for another chance? Could be too late by then. Let's see. The sheer number of names means the results, too, are written in very small script. I lean in, squinting, as I scan through name after name. After most of them, the word failed is noted in bright red. Weh! God, I'm blind in this game, as I am in real life. There! DIDNT I gasp reading the result. Don't tell me we failed. Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, if this game fails me too, God, that'd be such a meme. That's like such a debate right there. Accepted. Yes. What the fuck, the blush? Hello? God, that hurts my voice to do. I don't know why I scream like that whenever I get, like, confused or excited. I let out a cheer, wishing I could snatch the piece of paper away with me as proof. I did it. I'm in. I feel like I'm walking on clouds as I leave the board. Once only those accepted remain in the hall, the doors close, and the senior examiners gathers the new recruits in front of him. He has to shush us several times before we finally stop laughing and talking excitedly among ourselves. Shut up! Congratulations on being admitted into the High Council. You still have a long way to go before getting promoted to official membership status, but this is an important first step. In-game DIDNT cabinet. My god. Normally I would talk to you about the important diplomatic work we do here, but I think no one can deny the real reason you have all signed up. This fall. The mood in the room shifts from joviality to something else, something more akin to a kind of simmering anger. I glance around at my fellow recruits. Many of them have scars, some visible, others hidden, but they are all the same. In the coming days, when you have to choose which branch of the High Council you wish to join, remember, all of them participate in this war. The garrison is our most obvious martial wing. Those who join it are warriors, but are also problem solvers, spies, and scouts. Alchemists are best suited for those with an affinity for fire or water, as well as those who have a keen analytical mind and the willingness to explore every secret of the material world. There are also our quartermasters, providing the garrison and the mages with all the tools of the trade they need, potions, poultices, and more. Finally, our mages are perhaps the most famous of our branches, but they also hold the title of being the most elite. Even a middling affinity for magic can produce potions or perform combat magic, but our mages do more than just fight. They divine, they conjure, they learn things that no one else can imagine, much less be allowed to know. Upon receiving our introduction to the High Council, the recruits begin mumbling amongst themselves about which branch to choose. The senior examiner has to clear his throat several times before getting their attention again. But let all of that pass from your mind right now. Tonight, you celebrate your admission. Get to know your fellow recruits. Avail yourself to the high table and relax. The room erupts into cheers and applause as the senior examiner steps down from the dais. The arena has been all but replaced with the dining hall. Servants carry in tables laden with food, drinks, and a band of musicians begin strumming their instruments. I wonder if Neri is still around. My search appears fruitless until at last I spot him, chatting with some other members of the High Council. Perhaps I should greet them. A chorus of laughter draws my attention as well to the other end of the room where many recruits have gathered. Wine goblets are being passed around and filled for a toast. Although, mingling with my fellow recruits is not a bad idea either. As I remain in my momentary indecision, I also notice that the door that some clever servant has left open to let in a breeze of fresh air. The noise of the hall already threatens to give me a headache. Maybe, just maybe, I could step outside for a minute. What now? Alright. Are we gonna be introverted? Are we gonna be noble? Or are we gonna make friends? We probably need some friends, I'm gonna be honest. But also nary. But also introvert. God, I never thought I'd meet someone more down bad for game characters than me. This is hard. This is hard. If we can make friends, we can seem better. But Mary. Contemplating, guys. Let's check out the goal. 14.5, 4, 10, 3. We're mostly considerate right now. Don't choose the middle option. Why not? Don't be a suck up. Alright, so let us go speak to the new recruits then. Mingling with the other recruits, as the senior examiner suggested, sounds like a good plan. Alright, we're being extrovert, guys. I'll be working with them in the coming months, so starting off on a good foot is most important. Lips curving into a cheerful smile, I approach the table where most of my fellow recruits have gathered. It appears I made it just in time, noticing the raised glasses as they are preparing for a toast. Good evening and congratulations on the admission. Oh no. As I get closer, I greet the young man pouring the wine. We're fucking embarrassed ourselves, aren't we? I'm met with uncomfortable silence. He won't so much as spare me a glance. His actions draw attention to the two of us, and all of a sudden, the recruits' cheers and chatter cease into nothing. I think we fucked up, guys. Some of them turn around in their seats, hunching over their drinks. A previously free chair is suddenly occupied as a young man pushes his feet on top of it. My smile drops as the once gleeful atmosphere dies down into a low murmur. I now stand frozen in place, unsure what to do. Oh, it's you! A gleeful voice breaks through the awkward silence. Over here! It's this guy! Sunshine! A cheerful young man emerges from within the crowd, a goblet of wine in each hand, and a smile that could rival the sun itself adorning his delicate lips. He's so cute. He makes his way steadfast through the crowd to me, entirely oblivious to the mutterings of those around him. You are amazing in the ring. I've never seen anyone fight like that. And against Nerfield of all people. Wow. Well done. Thank you? I glance over at the other recruits and catch more than one eye roll, a few mocking sneers, and barely suppressed laughter, and that's when it finally makes sense. They don't think my admission was justified. Your control over magic is incredible, you know? I'm positively concerned the only reason you didn't win was because of Dragon's Breath. However, I got my own share of beating if he used it against me too. I give it a non-committal hum. Now that he is in front of me, I recognize him. He's got red hair. What? Hello? Anyways, unmistakable fluffy red hair and sun-kissed skin. He was at the pier when the Venture arrived to the port. Grinning, he offers me a goblet of wine. A toast on your admission. Apparently ignoring the crowd's obvious alienation towards me, he turns around and beams at all the recruits. To my surprise, he manages to guide about a third of them into raising a half-hearted cheer. It's charismatic, if nothing else. Mary hasn't done anything for us, Sunshine is carrying. He's so cute. I love the little bushies. He's adorable. Then for a moment, I wonder if he's making fun of me, and yet his enthusiasm seems to be nothing short of sincere. Either I've met the greatest actor in the world, or an exceptionally oblivious young man. I can only hope for the latter this once. I cannot say it's the worst situation I've ever encountered, so I force a smile, raising my goblet to him while avoiding eye contact with the other recruits. Thank you. Oh, right. I'm Daryl, by the way. Aww, he's so cute. That's adorable. He beams expectantly, causing my brows to raise slightly. No title? No family name? My instincts tell me he is not just Daryl, but at the very least, Lord Daryl. However, he leaves it at that, so I reply with a bow. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dylan Duchabonnet of Utane. Oh! Daryl lets out an exclamation of spontaneous delight as he appears to gain another 3 parts of enthusiasm, although I'm not entirely sure that's even possible. I know your house. My parents made me cram through Utane's list of nobles before. Very important to remember names when you're looking to establish friendly relationships with your relations with your neighboring country, you see. We even had a trip arranged and all, but then the war broke out and your fief got, well, wiped out. Yeah, you didn't need to finish that, thank you. Anyways, I'll forgive it because you're adorable. I'm sorry. Daryl stammers, and I'm unsure if he's sorry for what happened or for stepping on this absolute minefield of a topic. Perhaps both. A beat of silence passes as I wait for the inevitable follow-up question. Are your parents... I shake my head and his face falls. Broski, if you say anything else, I will put you in timeout. I see. I'm sorry. He rubs at his shoulder in what I presume to be a nervous tick brought out by the awkward silence that ensues. How might he be connected to my family exactly? Neighboring country. Daryl. The name does ring a bell. Where have I heard it before? Wait. Prince Daryl. Second Prince of Ilzanova. Let's call it that. I quickly step back into a bow, deeper this time, more appropriate towards a man of his rank. Your height. High up! I freeze mid-motion, and Daryl's sudden exclamation pulls the recruit's attention to us once again. Yes indeed, I am very tall. No, you aren't. We're roughly the same height. For a brief second, Daryl casts us a sheepish look. Then he quickly shakes his head and pulls me up, leading me away from the table by the hand. It is a sudden and rather intimate. No. Stop. Don't you dare. Hollow spam, don't you dare. Not you too, Brand. Oh my god. It is a sudden and rather intimate gesture, but somehow he makes it feel entirely natural. I follow without protests. The other recruits, thankfully, lose interest as we round the corner. Once out of immediate earshot, he lowers his voice, looking genuinely pained. Please, keep my identity keep my identity secret for a little while longer, won't you? He takes in a deep breath and holds up both of his hands to stop me as I am about to reply. I know. I won't be able to keep it from them for long. But it's just, if they knew, I wouldn't be able to get any of them to give me a single serious spar. Why do you even want to fight with them? Well, to tell you the truth, I lack practical combat experience. At home, my tutors would never give me a serious bout, and at times like these, I think real skills are needed even for someone of my rank. No, especially for someone of my rank. Anyways, that's not the only reason why I dragged you out here. I would like to formally apologize as a Prince of Ilzanova. Alzanova? What did I say it was? Ilzanova? Yeah, Ilzanova, for the tragedy that befell your family. I shall do everything within my power as a member of the Royal Order to prevent such a thing from happening again. His failing attempt at making up for his earlier apology, although strangely touching, also borders on the verge of embarrassing. He's so cute. My god. Our chateau was never under Ilzanova's jurisdiction in the first place, and the Royal Order is yet a young man. He opens his mouth like he has more to say, but I quickly interrupt him. Please, Your Highness. Daryl, it is not your fault. Everyone has been overwhelmed by this small sudden invasion. Even so, he stops himself and sighs, looking down. Besides, we're here to make a difference together in the future, so for tonight, let's... My words trail off as I ponder about what to do for the rest of the evening. Where would I go? Back to the unwelcoming recruits table? Or to sit with Neri and confirm all the preposterous rumors? Perhaps leave the party altogether? As if reading my mind, Daryl looks up and brightens. If you have nothing else in mind for the evening, you may share a meal with me. His suggestion fills me with relief. I would be delighted to do so. Great! There's just so much I want to know about you. Who taught you to fight? Your style is very different from everyone else I've seen come out of Butane. He prompts me another series of questions, and we sit down, luckily out of earshot from the groups of recruits, who are boisterously toasting one another, and avail ourselves to the food before us. A date? Yes. Shut! Anyways, noticing my glance at the table, Daryl clears his throat. I thought it best to sit a little apart. I hope you don't mind. Not at all. They're all good people, just a bit stressed. Stressed? Yes, that's why their welcome to you seemed half-hearted earlier. I think they really are worried about the war. My brow furrows involuntarily in surprise. I catch him looking at the recruits with sympathy, as if their current raucous laughter was somehow a great facade. He cannot be that naive. Can he? I wonder if I should say something. Oh god. Oh god, do we have to, I don't want to hurt him, but he's such a sunshine, I don't want to hurt him, but, No, if we don't tell him, what happens if he gets taken advantage of in the future because he's, like, that naive? Oh, Daryl, why do you have to be such a sunshine? It hurts me to, pick and choose. Oh, where's Neri in all of this? If he cares about us, where's he? If he was so grateful for us saving his father, what the heck, man? Oh my god, that's fucking terrifying. Holy shit, what the fuck? Sorry, there's something on my desk. There's a bug on my desk, it scared the shit out of me. What the fuck is this? Anyways. Tell him, be honest. Alright, one sec, hold on. Get the stupid bug off my desk. Where did you even come from, you bitch? Anyways, straightforward. Daryl, they didn't cheer because they believed that Neri went easy on me in the arena. Huh? But why? Who knows? Possibly because they've spent their whole lives dreaming of getting into the High Council and they've never even heard of me before. Yet, here I am, waltzing in out of nowhere, somehow capable of holding my own against one of the best that the garrison has to offer. But that means they excluded you on purpose? Daryl stares at the table of recruits and The moment is almost endearing to see how the realization hits him. Immediately, he stands up, his expression riddled with unwavering determination. Let me talk to them. I'll bring them to their senses. As fun as it would be to have the second prince of Ilsanova himself go over and give the other recruits an earful, I recognize that it is likely not the most diplomatic way to go about things. I am sure they have got it out of their systems by now. He is a sweetheart. Besides, you have already salvaged the situation earlier. I thank you for that. Baby. Mwah. I love him. But, like you said, the war weighs heavily. Let it be. Daryl sits back down, brows still furrowed. He looks at me, and I must have managed to compose myself enough to put him at ease. He relaxes into a seat, staring up towards the ceiling, thoughtful. I'm so sorry. I should have noticed it earlier. This would already be your fourth apology to me tonight. If someone were to listen in on our conversation, they'd think I'm here to collect some great debt from Ilsanova's royal house. Sorry. Daryl catches himself, and he gazes back at me. I'm sure he must notice the amusement sparkling in my eyes. He meets it with a mischief of his own. Well, I'm just Daryl, remember? Surely no one thinks Ilsanova's royal horse has to pay any debts of his. He's so cute. Fucking dog energy. I want to give him a big hug. He's so cute. Ah! Look at how his pointed ears are too. I like his earrings. They're cute. That aside, I never thought there would be so many contradictions within the High Council. They have always presented such a unified front whenever the representatives came to our court or when we visited this place. That's why I thought the establishment of the Royal Order was such a grand idea. He mumbles the last bit of it to himself, and I feel like I'm eavesdropping on a conversation I should know nothing about. Thank you for your concern, Daryl. I stumble with my words. It was only supposed to be a generic expression of gratitude, but I realized halfway through that my words are more than just perfunctory. We've only met, yet he is ready to defend my honor without even stopping to think about how it might mold the opinions of others about himself. Such straightforwardness is rarely found in this world. I find myself smiling sincerely. I am glad you do not share their suspicions. It's Nerafield! He would never do something like that. You holding your own against him was a feat rarely seen in the ring, and the examiners know that too. Besides, he turns toward me, that unhampered enthusiasm returning to his gaze. You'll show them all real soon. Real skills never lie. Actually, I have an idea. How about we... Raising one brow, I cut him off before the idea can settle. Daryl, I thought you invited me here to dine, not to battle. Daryl at least has the humility to blush upon getting caught in his tracks. He's so cute! Ah! Well, they do say exercise is good for digestion. Managed to stifle my laughter. Alas, there's no battle to be had. We settle down and dine. The conversation drifts to other topics. Chimes, the High Council, and travel. Prince Daryl proves to be a charming conversationalist, making use of that elusive charisma from earlier. Though he never did let go of that desire to face me in combat. Another day, perhaps. After the reception is finished, we part ways and I head back towards the Deveros estate in a carriage while reminiscing about our encounter. There's something remarkable about their young prince. His optimistic outlook on the world proves to be uniquely inspiring. I just hope it will survive the trials and tribulations of war. New Grimoire character unlocked, Prince Daryl. One sec. We're gonna check this guy. He's cute. The second prince of Ilsanova appears to be outgoing and likable at the first glance. He doesn't like to announce his royal status. In fact, he'd rather hide it from the others at High Council. Despite being completely unable to read the atmosphere, as well as a little battle fanatic, his amiability nonetheless makes me feel rather comfortable. Ah, he's so cute! Wait! Ah! You can see his stats! Campaign status? Is this D&D? Huh? Anyways, Fire, Wind, and Light. He's 24. How old are we? It don't say. I guess we don't exist. Anyways, look at the boy. Look at how long his hair is. Ah! I love the way he blushes. It's so cute. The whirlwind, that whirlwind of an evening haunted my dreams well after I'd returned to my chambers. Facing Neverfield in combat before a roaring crowd and having it end in a close match, which recruited me into one of the world's most powerful organizations, allowing me to establish ties with royalty at a level beyond what most of my station could hope for. But I can't rest on my laurels just yet. This is only the first step of a very long journey. Thinking like that, however, is nary enough to compel me out of bed just yet. At least I have the luxury to lay around for now. I feel like I haven't had a moment's reprieve since getting through that night. But I was not the only one to survive this fall's attack on House de Chabanais and its surrounding fiefdom. The others from our ill-fated trip on the adventure still reside in Chimes, and being so close to the seat of the High Council no doubt promises protection. Oh yeah, I'm sorry I'm scrolling right now. I just saw it. Brand just drew, oh my god, Brand just drew, fuck, I'm Daryl. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, so cute! Oh, I want to pick him up and just, like, he's so cute. Anyways. Though most left with little more than the clothes on their backs, how are they faring these days? I should find out. As the remaining heir of de Chabanais, it's my sworn duty to look out for them. And now that I have secured a moment's reprieve, I can begin looking into such matters. No time like the present, I suppose. Side missions have been unlocked. Press T to access the in-game tutorials. We already checked this because I was distracted. There's another tab. I didn't read. Wait, are there more tabs for all of these? There are more tabs for all of these! I should have read all of them! Ah! Okay. Weekly planner. Sign a lecture. Oh, it's just tutorials, how to do this. Check the grim. Learn the fastest. Daily life section of your love interest? Okay. Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what? Love interest? Where? Anyways. In the long run, you won't be able to pass all the stats checks. Focus on the route you want to pursue. The daily life section may hint at which stat your love interest prefers. Who's my guy? Who's my love interest? If you find yourself dying all over if you find yourself dying all over the place, consider toggling the stats bonus in the grimoire. Every unique death will make you stronger. I would like to not die, thank you. Missions and events may require alchemy items, blah blah blah. Check this. Alright, let's see page 2. Meet the magical requirements or have the coins needed to buy the item. Then you can either synthesize or purchase the item from other alchemists. Crafting will take time, so create as many items as you need. Missions. Blah blah blah. Have the required item in your inventory to start the mission. For the best results, have a bit of the recommended stat as well, but it is not required. Missions are entirely optional, but they are the best way to earn money to hoist your soirees. Additionally, each successful mission will earn you a chibi illustration for your daily life count. We're doing this! We're doing this! We're doing this! Yeehaw! How do I go back? T. I can't click these for now. Let's save for now. Missions. The refugees. Okay, wait. How do I... Daily life? How do you check what they prefer? Is this what they prefer? What they like? Huh. I don't know how I found this, but I'm chilling. How's the stream? It's good. Hello. Who are you? I'm so sorry if I, like, do not recognize you. Hope you're doing well. Reality the Sim, thank you. So I'm assuming these are, like, the, what they like. Fire, Wind, and Light. We have a boost with, Light, if I remember correctly. Hello, hello. We have, magic. Consider attribute. Yeah, we have a big boost for this. Okay. When infinity +1, +2.5, +1, +1, 0.5, 0.5. Okay. How about we pull, chubby girl, please? Pretty please? I hope. Let's do, oops, I meant to do, wait, what does he like? Let's see what Daryl likes. He likes fire, wind, and light. Okay. And we need to work on a bit more fire, wind, and let's do fire, wind, and second lowest is darkness. Okay. Okay, so oops. Fire, wind. That's not wind. Wind. Darkness, did I say? Or is it light? Which are our lowest stats? This one. Okay. I know Daryl likes light more, but it's okay. We're gonna boost these for now. I'm gonna lay back down since my dumb self is sick. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick, man. Hopefully you feel better soon. I am sick too. Hope the stream goes well. Thank you for tuning in. While letting out a silent curse, I hurry towards the lecture hall. Although the day of Eris have been nothing but hospitable, I wonder if getting an apartment a little closer to the city would be a better idea. I just zoned out for a second, I'm so sorry. As I reached the doors to the assembly hall, I realized that luckily I'm not the only one to arrive late. Damn, we're late, okay? A group of other harried-looking recruits sneaks through the doors as covertly as they can. Is that even possible with us? The hallway's so damn huge. I know! Like, we would probably be able to stand, this is like our one arm to the other arm, and we're barely across the carpet. This is huge. Then again, it is an assembly hall, so that makes sense. Once inside, I see the hall is swarming with newcomers, and most of the seats are already occupied. After looking around, I decide to stand at the sign lights. Everywhere I look, I recognize familiar faces from last week's debacle. I have no interest in being told, no, the seat is taken 10 times in a row and causing a scene. To run down with your partner, sickening. Instead, I gaze ahead and focus on the young woman standing in front of the crowd on the podium. Is she the blonde one? No, she's not. Oh! You're kind of pretty. If I don't tilt my head, then... Yeah, just don't tilt your head, guys. The eyes look a little bit off. I don't care about big rooms. Get us a broom closet to make out in. Anyways. Where was I? Elegant white curls follow along her gentle curves all the way down to her hips. Why does everyone here have long hair? And why can't I, like, in real life have it? Please? God damn! I don't recognize her, but the color of her hair, which reminds me of the newly fallen snow, tells me exactly who she must be associated with. Another Rosencruz. Mary has told me that a couple members of the Rosencruz clan hold high positions within the council. I suppose I should get accustomed to running into them often. Oh my god! Okay, her hair is a lot longer than I thought. Wow! Wow! I love the green. Thank you for having green. Red hair is a ponytail. Yeah. My gaze falls to her neck, expecting the telltale petal markings. However, her dress style completely hides them from sight. Unusual. Normally, we would allow you more time to settle in, but in these trying times, that is not a luxury any of us can afford. You were all selected because of your skills, your nature, and your potential. As well, we know already from the examination that you are driven and self-sufficient masters of your craft. Here at the High Council, we see it as our duty to guide you to hone these characteristics, to face any threat to the preservation of all countries, should it ever be jeopardized. She speaks- okay, I've been speaking way too fast, my bad. She speaks slowly and concisely, conveying her meaning with no doubt a very well-prepared script. Despite this, the room appears to become unruly. Several pockets of people whisper amongst one another, and few pay attention to the speaker. That's rude. No! Why is she, like, sad now? The woman gazes across the room, and when she stops to gaze upon me, we lock eyes. Uh-oh! An audience of even one is enough to rally her, and her expression eases into a smile. I feel bad. No one else is paying attention. I'll pay attention to you, my lady. I will kneel for you. What is your name? You are beautiful. Like, genuinely gorgeous. I love your eyes. Many of you hold high positions in your own kingdoms, born and raised as nobility. It's because we're hot? That's so true. But here at the High Council, all such affiliations ought to be forgotten. Here we are all equal, no matter our previous rank or status. Status. I'm gonna be British. No matter our previous rank or status. The only quality that matters is how well one can serve the populace. Our purpose is the protection of all mankind. At that moment, a swell of whispers causes her to lose whatever command she has left over the gathered recruits. I glance about her in confusion until I spot the reason for such commotion. Wait, I recognize these. This is where I'm the kid, but like, hello, sailor. I don't like the guy in the middle. He looks old. I'm sorry. Anyways, 3 figures have emerged from another room behind the podium. They clearly intend to stand and wait for the woman to finish her address, but all eyes are now on them. In the middle, taller and older than his 2 companions, stands a man with the stark white hair of a Rosencrantz. He is richly dressed, and a golden pin gleams brightly atop his collarbones. Scars? I know. The guy on the right. Oh my god. The herb insignia engraved on it tells me that this person must be the senior alchemist. Incongruously, I probably said that completely wrong. Wait, who are we talking about? The old man or the other guy? The guy on the right. A tiny black cat perches. Oh, there's a cat! There's a cat! Oh! I have a black cat plushie with me right now. I have Chipper the cat. He's with me right now. I love him. It's a plushie, obviously, but like, oh, I love this thing. This is my new child's hello cat. Almost unnoticeable within the fur that adorns his cape. The more I stare, the less sense I make of it. I do not care if it doesn't make sense. I am adopting it. It's mine now. To his right stands a woman wearing a rakish smile and an equally rakish hat. She's a witch and she's hot. She wears the senior mage's pin, but the relaxed way she carries herself contrasts dramatically with the stone-faced man next to her. The senior alchemist frowns and says something under his breath, too far away for me to catch, but the woman merely tugs on her hat and winks mischievously at him with a carefree smile. Somehow, she looks familiar. If it wasn't for the kitten on the senior alchemist's shoulder turning to greet someone, I might very well have missed the third person. I would not have. God, you're hot. Hello. At first glance, he could be easily dismissed as an attendant or bodyguard. Unlike his 2 companions, he is not wearing any of the High Council's famous black regalia. But his natural stance, even next to such important company, suggests he must hold a rather high-ranking position. The presence of both the senior mage and senior alchemist suggests, by process of elimination, he should most likely be associated with the garrison. Bro had to compose himself. I know. Thank you for your attention, recruits. Ma'am, please, no, don't you dare be sad, or I will cry, because you are beautiful. Now, the woman on the podium seems quite relieved to finally be finished. Oh god, okay, she doesn't have to speak anymore. That's good. She turns to towards the 3 de facto centers of attention and introduces them with a flourish. As you will need to choose which branch of the High Council to join, the alchemists, the mages, or the garrison. We have invited representatives of each branch this morning to say a few words. Senior Alchemist Rosencrantz, if you please. She gathers her notes and steps down from the podium, exchanging a nod with a tall, older gentleman. He then steps up. He looks so angry. Recruits. The commanding tone of his voice forces the murmur in the hall to die down at once. In comparison to before, one could hear a pin drop amidst the silence. The senior alchemist frowns deeply at the gathered recruits, as if resembling a headmaster surveying a room full of students about to fail their classes. Damn! Alright, G! Being an alchemist means being precise. There is no room for error when the slightest misstep can lead to a fate worse than death. He speaks with the gravitas of a lecturer. I am far from the only one in the room holding my breath. We have no room, especially not now, for wild cards. As an alchemist, you will not be fighting on the front lines. Instead, you will be spending your time studying all the essence of the material world, brewing potions, crafting weapons, and enabling the success of our other branches. Do not join us if you desire glory on the battlefield, or if you think this war will be won with swords and spells alone. It will not. And as all wars, it will be won through logistics, planning, and discipline. Our preferences are for those with fire and water affinities, but we welcome all who have the necessary aptitude to become alchemists. Thank you. The room is dead quiet as the senior alchemist steps down. With light but steady footsteps echoing her approach, the woman then replaces the senior alchemist. Well, well. Thank you for a most exuberant introduction as per usual, senior alchemist. Always a pleasure to follow up your act. There's a slight ripple among the listeners, like a vice loosening. Swiftly pulling off her hat while giving a flourishing bow, the woman plasters on a big smile. Mendelin Deaveris, but I don't care much for superficial formalities. Call me then. Another Deaveris? That explains why she looks so familiar. The House Deaveris is influential in Chime, so it does make sense they have more than one representative on the High Council. I make a mental note to ask Neri or Lady Deaveris about her later. She's hot, smash. Next question. I was asked to say a few words about our lovely Ilria. She winks at the woman who had been holding the speech when I arrived. Oh, Ilria is such a pretty name, though, to be honest. Lady Ilria, on the other hand, merely glances back before averting her eyes. She straightens her back, gripping the paper she's holding tighter. She looks uncomfortable with the attention. I feel bad. Next to her, the senior alchemist lets out a sigh. He's disappointed in this one, isn't he? Somehow visibly amused by the lack of reaction, the woman turns back towards the recluse. Whose speech, by the way, deserves far more of an ovation than it got. Don't you agree? Lesbian? Gay? Absolutely? Hard smash. Please tell me these two are dating. I ship them. I've known them both for like 2 minutes and I ship them both. Anyways. She regards the audience with a staunch look, then starts clapping. Within seconds, everyone else joins in, the sound deafening. In the background, Lady Ilya seems to finally relax. Aww, that's so sweet of them. After having had her fill, the senior mage holds up both her hands. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, as I say, I was asked to say a few words about the high mages of who I am their senior. Not in years, just in skill. She clears her throat. I find myself questioning whether she has prepared a statement at all. Probably not. I love her already. Unlike alchemists, mages are expected on the battlefield, which is why you may expect to undergo extremely harsh combat training. I suggest you don't sign up for my branch unless you have the skills and the willpower to endure. Our everyday life tends to be more dangerous than most, but we take pride in serving as the tip of the spear for the High Council at all times. She gives a gracious bow as the hall interrupts into applause and cheers. Or erupts, sorry. However she intends to present herself, she undoubtedly has a way to inspire people. She's so pretty. As the senior mage leaves the podium, the third figure steps up. He has the snatchiest waist in the world, you can see it curving. Oh my god. Please. God damn it, Thighs, why'd you have to leave early? If he was still here, I would have asked him to get in VC with me and voice over this shit. Because, God, that's what I imagine his voice would be. I can't do deep voices, I'm sorry. What was I saying again? Right. God, I'm distracted by his eyes, he's really pretty. The hall is slow to calm down, but the man seems more than content to wait, his posture at ease behind the podium. His eyes scan the room in a composed manner, but behind the polite smile on his lips, I sense a lot more. Oh god, oh god. Somehow I get the feeling that after the quick survey, he already has at least 3 escape routes mapped out. And the knowledge on how to take down every single one of the recruits in the hall if need be. Damn! That's hot! Anyways, he has the air of a well-seasoned veteran. I do not care how old he is. Smash. Next question. Although the noise has only been reduced to a manageable level, the man speaks up. How the fuck do I say his name? What the fuck? We're gonna try this. Anyways, it's a pleasure to meet you officially. I am Nils Naria, the senior garrison. The noise in the room immediately dies down, and I am relieved to know my instincts have not dulled over the years. If the man either relishes or resents the collective assumption the group has made about him, he does not show it in any way. You might have been told that the garrison is the place to be if you are more martially inclined, but that is only half true. The senior garrison taps his forehead. What we want is your wits, not how hard you can swing your weapon or how fast you can utilize your magic. In the garrison, we do two things. He holds up a finger. First, above all else, we figure out how a fight can be avoided, by gathering intelligence, saying the right words, and being in the right place at the right time. The room devolves into whispers again. This indeed not the general understanding of what the garrison branch is. The man raises another finger. Second, if a fight cannot be avoided, we figure out how to win using whatever means possible. His smile never falters. And that is the order in which we do things. The room is quiet again. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the training grounds. He bows, and after a moment glances between each other, the recruits applaud, although there still resides some confusion among certain groupings in the audience. I've spent enough time around Neri by now to understand that being a garrison does not equal being a soldier, although it is evident some of those other recruits had nary an idea. The first speaker, Lady Illyria, walks up to the podium once more as a group of the High Council clerks and administrators begin setting up behind a table next to her. Thank you for your attention. Now we would like you to gather up in lines. The ladies and gentlemen on my right will give you the forms you need to fill out with your preferred branch, and everything else you will have to know about about our rules and your first tasks. Within moments, a queue has formed in front of the tables. I step forward to join the masses. However, a young woman soon blocks my path. Who the fuck are you, and why do you look so smug? I'm going to slap that smile off your face, bitch. You already gave me bad vibes. If you end up being a love interest, I will scream. Hey. She is dressed elegantly and yet practically, and stands with the graceful confidence of either a warrior or a dancer, a demeanor that's mostly to be expected of any affluent noble. I've heard of you. The talk of the whole town, Asshole energy, that's what I'm saying! Yep, she's a bitch, she's a whore! Both her cold smile and derisive tone are wildly unpleasant, causing my lips to purse into a definitive frown. This woman demands trouble. The refugee who cornered Commandant Nerafil de Averis in the trials. Bravo! However, did you really do it? I know Commandant de Averis. He has far more experience on the battlefield than you could have gained on your measly little chateau. What was it again? De Chabanais? She momentarily jabs a single pointed finger into my shoulder. A man of his caliber shouldn't have been beaten so easily. During her small speech, other recruits as well as full-fledged members of the High Council have gathered around us, and I wonder if they are here to break up a potential fight or take bets on it. Take bets, please! Watch me beat her ass! Anyways, chat, what are we gonna do? I genuinely want to punch her in the face right now. Clap back. What actions? Answer her provocations with my own. So is this just being a bitch back? This is kind of showing off, I guess, or proving that you're not lying. This is just going along with, oh yeah, by the way, we cheated. I'm not gonna pick the last one, absolutely not. So are we going to hit her back with this one? Top? Provocation, let's go. Manipulative, dignified, let's go, we're toxic. Getting screwed, bitch. Your insinuation proves to be quite clumsy, milady, not to mention groundless. If you know Commandant Nerafiel de Averis as you claim to, you should understand that his honor is absolutely undisputed. Perhaps this is a foreign concept to you, but to others, nobility lies not in their name, but in their actions. Garrison approval, mage's approval. Ooh. So, the Garrisons don't seem to like us that much. Ah, right, because the Garrisons want to avoid conflict. Well, I guess we're being a mage. Ben, we're coming for ya! The woman's haughty expression sours the moment I smile sweetly at her, and a few of the council mages listening in begin to snicker. Of course, I understand that it is easier to claim foul plays afoot than to accept that you would have lasted a mere 10 seconds had you gone up against the Commandant. Oh, get burned! Before she has time to finish her sentence, the whole group quiets down and gazes over my shoulder. I know who it is before his voice has a chance to rise above the crowd. Oh boy, don't tell me it's Mr. Garrison, dude. Or is it Near? Or, what's his name? Neri. Yep, it's Neri! Recruits, have you gotten your assignments yet? The woman turns white, purple, then red in quick succession. She hastily straightens up into a near salute and shakes her head. No, sir. I'll have to get it now, sir. Neri nods at her, and with the ringleader gone, the other does also disperse. Thank you for helping in. Kind of, I guess. Or at least getting her off her back, I guess. I catch a few pointed glimpses at Neri and me and sigh inwardly. Rose's face color changing, she's becoming a chameleon. This is not gonna help my case now, will it? Yeah. Neri, you're pretty, but god, worst timing, honestly. Thank you for getting her off her back, but also... rumors! If Neri notices their disdain towards me, he doesn't comment on it. He casts a brief glance over after the woman, then turns to me to speak to me in a low voice. Do you know who that is? I shake my head, deciding not to mention anything about her rude insinuations. Odette Josemite, a very promising recruit. Oh god, no. His expression is something that after all these weeks with him, I have learned to interpret as nothing less than amused. By the way, it's just me. She has the second highest score, beaten only by yours, I believe. That was her displaying a sense of rivalry then. My gaze flits over to the retreating figure of Odette, already dreading our future interactions. We have an influx of talented elemental mages this year, however most of them can only command 1 or 2 out of the 6 branches of magic. Odette is a rare case like yourself with an affinity for 3. Don't tell him that we have an affinity for all of them! He looks at me, hands clasped behind his back. Fire, wood, and darkness. A potent combination indeed. What? Huh. Wait. That's hers, right? He's talking about hers, I think? I'm not sure. Actually, the examiners will ask you about your magic affinities before assigning you your first task. I nod mutely as he glances at me. For you, they are obviously fire, water, and wind. Wind, alright. I say it just like I've practiced, a lie I've told hundreds of times growing up. How the fuck? I didn't even say anything! Whoops, I skipped that. What do you say? Time slows down as Neri meets my gaze. I had just gone head to head with him in the arena that he's using magic. That was definitely not one of the 3. Fuck! Shit! I should have picked water! My bad, G! Yet he doesn't comment, he doesn't so much as comment, and I force myself to hold back a breath of relief. For now, let's just go ahead and never use light again. Whoopsie. I forgot. I didn't realize my choices would come back to haunt me. I wonder, his magic is, after all, deviant. Maybe he doesn't exactly know how to recognize the different elemental types? They will be pleased to know that there are 2 such talents in the pool this time. Meet me here after you're done. We still have somewhere else to go. Oh god, where are you taking me now? I nod and walk over to the examiners. After telling them my affinities, someone takes note of it. They hand me various papers and scrolls, full of instructions, rules, and other administrative information, as well as a form to apply to one of the 3 council branches. I collect everything before hurrying back to where Neri is waiting, my heart beating faster with each step with anticipation. He leads me to a nearby building. I don't like where this is going. A warren of rooms spreads in front of me, each with an office, a library, or an archive waiting inside. The moment we enter, it becomes obvious the space is used for administrative purposes. Oh shit, I didn't mean to click that, my bad. This is the beating heart of the High Council where most of the work gets done. We climb up several sets of stairs and stroll through comparatively quiet corridors. Eventually, Neri stops at a door before he opens it and ushers me inside. The tiny office has barely enough space for a desk and a few shelves. Despite this, everything is clean and crafted with the finest materials, awakening a strong sense of comfort. This one is yours. Mine alone? Of course. This is the part of the reason we accept only so many new recruits per year. There's a limitation of space in Chines. I hesitantly place my pile of documents on the desk before laughing in obvious delight. Walking over to the window in excitement, I gaze at the splendid view over the central plaza before turning to face Neri again with a smile. The High Council spares no expense, I see. Lips pursing into a rare smile, Neri nods and gestures at the paper scrolls. Have you decided on which branch to apply for? They are all open to you, I do believe. Well, the mages would fit my skill set the best, and based on what the senior examiner said, they are also the most likely to have access to the connections I will need. I have to warn you, the branch you choose will have an effect on how the other two will interact with you. Oh? Will they dislike me? Mary shakes his head. Not in so many words, but you may have to work a bit harder to gain their favor. He hesitates a moment. The best way to maintain your relationships outside of your branch most easily is by arranging social events. I raise an eyebrow curiously, but then again, why should I be surprised? Currying political favor by means of a ball feels just like home. As much as the High Council pretends to be some haven of equality, unity, and neutrality, is it really so different from any other court? Neri sighs but does not contradict me. If you fill in your documents now, I can return them to the senior examiner right away. Of course. Inventors tasked. Okay, the alchemists are inventors tasked with keeping check of war supplies. High mages, magic practitioners trained to become the council's elite military. The garrison, the council's martial wing, trained to become spies and scouts. Ooh, alright, Brand, what are we doing? He said that the high mages were the best, plus that the garrisons already don't like us. Mages, let's go. The mages. I'm eager to learn them. Good choice. Neri waits while I fill in the forms. The final decision will be made by the senior members of the branch in question, but it feels final, nonetheless. Here you go. Neri rolls a piece of paper into a scroll, then carefully tucks it into his pocket. Your work here begins today. Good luck, Dylan. Thank you. I will start earning a weekly salary from now on. Social events and alchemy have been unlocked. Press T to access the in-game tutorials. Let's double check what we're supposed to do. Social events. Attend or spend money, and yeah. And then what's the other one? Alchemy. And okay. We read through all that. Wait, what's happening? We have selected to be a mage. New Grimoire characters unlocked. The High Council representatives, Illyria, Odette. Let's check out our characters. Odette, you bitch. Odette Jocerant is, like me, a new recruit of the High Council, and in Neri's words, an extremely promising one at that. Be it as I may, I can't say that my first impression of her is favorable. Most members of the Rosencrews clan who works within the High Council can expect it to be associated with the alchemists, so I do not expect Lady Illyria to be an exception. Sadly, I came too late to listen to her speech during orientation, so my assumptions remain unconfirmed. Odette is an ass. Senior Mage, Vendolin de Averis. The Senior Mage shares the same family name as Neri. I do not know much about their connections to each other at the moment and will inquire about it later. Energetic and carefree, she entirely possesses the charisma needed to command the mass. She's so hot. No, Niles? Is it Nils or Niles? What did I say it was? Niles? Nils? Nils Naria. Let's call him Nils. Donning more simply styled uniforms in the High Council's black regalia, the senior garrison may easily be mistaken as your typical mercenary. Even his aura as a veteran might skillfully go unnoticed by others. Strange. So far, Daryl seems to be our only love interest. And absolutely worth it. Oh, wait, I didn't check the other guy. Hold on. Senior Alchemist. Yeah, I didn't scroll down all the way. The Senior Alchemist of the High Council is, at the same time, the patriarch accepted by all members of the Rosencruz clan. This is how it has been for hundreds of years. Strict and disciplined, he fully carries himself with the authoritative air of a leader. So, he doesn't even have a name besides Senior Alchemist. Interesting. Okay, first, let's earn some money. But let's see what this is about. Mission report. As matters have settled in the council, I wanted to take a moment to check on the refugees from our fief and bring them supplies. Although I could not offer them much, I was able to procure some rations for my people. Necessities mostly. Food, water, blankets. But I hope to speak to them further on today's trip to ascertain what else was needed. As the guard directed me towards their encampment, I was relieved to discover that most appeared to have settled in well enough. The council had seen that the refugees of the de Chabanais fief were given the most reasonable accommodations for their circumstances, but evidently there was more to be done. The elders presented the supplies with heartfelt gratitude in eager hands. The elders present, accepted. Most of the younger residents left to seek work around chimes, I was told. Most, but not all. It was then they led me into the heart of the encampment. The attack on the venture left many injured, and in spite of the efforts of the council, some had yet to recover. To make matters worse, the only ones remaining to attend the refugees, unfortunately, were inexperienced students. The war effort had taken their best a good ways away from the city. Everyone feared the wounded would suffer long-term complications if nothing was done. But I believe they intended to try and get me to convince the council to send a more experienced healer. But why bother when this was something I could handle myself? Water success, W's. Through the careful application of magic and eager assistance of the council healers, I tended to the worst of the wounded personally. The task had taken the entire week and had us holding the hands of at least a quarter of the fief. But by the end of it, we had stabilized everyone. The refugees, thankful for our efforts, welcomed me and the healers into their homes for a community dinner to celebrate. They rejoiced at the knowledge that House de Chabanais hasn't abandoned them, in turn bolstered their morale. Several people came forth to tell me that if things didn't work out with the council, I would be more than welcome among them. Mage's approval, Alchemist approval, W's. Only for the young healers to step in, claiming that wouldn't be necessary because someone as skilled as I should stay in their ranks to teach them. It felt odd to find comfort in people fighting over me, but I appreciated the sense of security. You have earned 60 coins. New missions are available. New invitations to tea parties have arrived. God. I kind of feel like I should have studied a little, but it's okay. The High Council's library is everything I imagined it would be and more. Endless rows of bookshelves tightly packed with what's rumored to be every book ever published, tomes both new and ancient filling up those hardwood shelves. I cannot say for certain if there's not a page or two missing from the vast collection, but even at a glance, I know any one shelf in the archives below would most definitely put most royal libraries to shame. Dylan, did you catch all that? No, in fact, I had not. Today, Neri has been running us through a lecture on small rune magic, a riveting topic for others perhaps, but I find my focus drifting often. It's not that he's boring, it's just that the topic itself is, well, nothing of particular importance to me. And for once, I would appreciate not being the center of attention. His brow raises in anticipation of my response. I reply with a wordless nod and hope to look convincing enough. Neri's following side triggers more than one audible snicker from my fellow recruits, but when he turns his withering gaze upon them, they quickly clam up in silence. Tell him that. As I was saying, magic consists of 6 elements. There are 3 pairs of complementary counterparts: fire and water, wood and wind, and light and darkness. Normally, a magic user can use 1 or 2, rarely 3 in different elements of magic. The only exception to this rule is the Rosencruz, who may in time come to wield them all. As Neri says this, he stares at me pointedly. Fuck, he knows! Anyways, I look him in the eye just to prove how much I'm paying attention to this time, and he moves on with his explanation. Bro, he knows! Husband hates attention, Sam? Jail for her husband, 1,000 years. What? This false magic, however, does not fall into any of the 6 elemental branches, therefore the council deemed it fit to categorize them as a deviant. Like you, sir? Ah! Indeed, but contrary to deviant magic users like myself who are born with their abilities, rune magic is synthetically created by a whole clan of small mages known as Iralaz, the rune masters. When facing a small warrior, you will often find their weapons, banners, and shields enchanted with the runes developed by this clan. The most powerful users of this magic even channel it through their tattoos, which enhance the body far beyond its regular limits. When encountering such a warrior, proceed with utmost caution. Beyond regular limits indeed. I recall the war chief on the venture and how he swept the soldiers off their feet as if they weighed the equivalent of a sack of feathers. Still can't forget about that big boy in the beginning. To our luck, only the highest in the small hierarchy are given a tattoo. This suggests that the magic involved bears a high cost, or we would be faced with a whole army of rune-enchanted small warriors. All of this remains nothing new to me. As Neri drones on, my mind drifts elsewhere again. We have an attention span of a walnut. I glance at the decorative landing above us, as I had been earlier. An invisible barrier supposedly separates the 2 floors, making the 2nd story inaccessible to new recruits like us. I wonder what they keep hidden in such a place. Woodville? Oh. Fuck. Right, we have to, instead of doing missions, let's work on studying and training from now on. Tentatively, I tried to probe the barrier with my wood magic, but come up short. It was evidently put up by a powerful mage. There could also be a dragon looking up there, laying down at us, and we'd be none the wiser. I can't help but chuckle at the thought. I feel mildly uncomfortable looking at that. He's gonna yell at us. Yep! And I suppose you're merely meditating upon my words this time, Dylan. Stop calling me out, sir! My bad, G. Well, I do need to keep my eyes closed in order to focus my senses for such an investigation. I walked right into that one. I was just thinking about how wrong you are once again, my dear Nerfiel. Oh, he's back! He's back! Oh shit, no, that's my water bottle, fuck! I legitimately, punched my water bottle and nearly knocked it over. I'm sorry to anyone's eardrums who just blew up because of my screaming, but... a bubbly voice. Where is... God, fuck. I'm tempted to reach out to any one of my friends right now and see if any of them have, if any of them are free to voice act Hotman. Damn. I think Thighs is busy right now. Damn it. Not this guy. Shush. You have whatever. Do you have Daryl and I don't know, any other guy you want? We'll take this guy. Daryl is cute though. The music is so quiet. I think it's gone. I think it's dead ass gone actually. There's no music, never mind. A velvety voice silences the whole class in an instant. Its owner leans against a bookshelf on the sidelines, his arms crossed with the mockery of a smile gracing his lips. Holy shit. I furrow my brows, fairly certain he hadn't been there a second ago. Hello. I want the big guy in the beginning, not these pretty boys. I don't want this guy. The big guy is dead, bro. We killed him, remember? Prince Emrys. The sheer... Oh my god. Wait. Wait a minute. Is this are these the love interests? Oh, that's cute. So our last one's gonna be Irish. It has to be a girl then, right? Right? Please? Woman? Prince Emrys. The sheer exhaustion in Neri's empty tone could have dried up the sea from here all the way to Eskia. Prince Emrys strolls to the front of the class, and I recognize him well enough. He was the captain of the Royal Order fleet that came to the Venture's timely rescue. His gaze flits over the small crowd, then stays on my person for one long moment, enough for me to know that he remembers our previous encounter as well. Chewing on my lower lip, I raise my guard. The likelihood that we're about to be in for quite a trip feels inescapable. Ah! Bro. Anyways. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Hi, my name is Dylan. I like pretty boys and pretty guys. Or pretty girls. I'm... yeah. Anyways. The berserker dragon you were going on and on about doesn't make those who drink it stop feeling pain. Wait, what? Oh, the berserker draught you were going on and on about doesn't make those who drink it stop feeling pain. It merely makes them not care for it. Bro, shut up. Neri lets out a small sigh, pinching the bridge of his nose, and one of my fellow recruits pipes up. That's a minor distinction. Minor? Prince Emery sneers, jutting a finger towards a random face in the audience. The recruit stares back with saucer-sized eyes. You. Doesn't matter if your enemy feels the pain of your sword when you pierce through his flesh. I don't... Annoyed, Prince Emery turns on another recruit, directing his finger like a loaded bow. Jesus Christ. You. Same question. Wait, okay, no, that's not his hair. His hair reaches only up to here. I was thinking, like, is this all his hair? No, it's just, like, part of his cape or whatever. It doesn't? The prince shakes his head, rolling his eyes before his attention shifts back to Neri, his voice dripping with sarcasm. I'm so pleased you managed to procure such fine cannon fodder, Nerfield. With any luck, they won't get their battalions killed if we ship them out within the next decade. Your Highness, that seems... His chair scrapes against the ground as the first recruit stands up, his fists balled angrily at his sides. What would you know about this fall in their ways? Oh, I would not do that, my guy. He's kind of ripped. Everyone just says you're a noble freak with no magic affinities. You wouldn't have your station in the High Council if it weren't for your title anyway. Victor! Prince Emery crosses his arms and glowers at the recruit. Victor, with narrowed eyes and a challenging, borderline bloodthirsty smirk. Oh god. Neri's expression has reached the highest grade of displeased ever since I've known him, and chills run up my arm as the temperature seems to drop around us in the ensuing silence. But Commander Diaveris, I've fought this fall before. Oh, children and the elderly, I reckon. How brave of you. He's a snob and a bitch, but also that's kind of hot. Also, like, I can fix him. It's the I can fix him mentality. Gosh, hello. Stop it. Stop him. Alright. The recruit clenches his fist as if he's about to start an impromptu hand-to-hand combat. Nah. With a Prince of Shiorium. So I decide to step in before he gets himself killed. Yeah. Get his ass, Jesus Christ. Let's not. Your Highness, if I may be so bold, we have barely begun our studies here and cannot be expected to know the ins and outs of every little thing quite yet. Neri sighs in relief at my attempt to mediate the situation and stands back. Prince Emery's turned to me, one brow raised. He looks like he's about to say something, but then shuts his mouth. His crimson eyes bore into mine for but a moment, and I wonder if my little intervention will cause trouble for me instead. Alright, Your Highness, that's enough. Thank you for your insight into berserker draughts. It's a good lesson to keep in mind. Prince Emery steps back, apparently satisfied for the moment. He glances at the bitter recruit, who slowly sits down again, then gives all of us a sardonic bow. I catch Victor's cheeks burning with embarrassment under the sweeping curtain of his hair. It was my pleasure. He gazes straight at me as he delivers his closing remark, and I am unsure if I should be offended, scandalized, or amused. All three. Prince Emery strides out of the door with confident steps, and leaving behind a class in shambles. Somehow, Neri manages to finish the lecture in its entirety despite the prince's declaration of wanton destruction on everyone's attention that had just transpired. Even when I leave class with everyone else to attend to my afternoon duties, this encounter nags at the recesses of my mind. A hunch tells me that there was something I might have overlooked. Let's check him out! Get in here, bitch! Where are you? The crowned prince of Shioria is said to be unpredictable as well as ruthless. He doesn't appear to be well liked amongst any High Council seniors. A rumor that goes around claims that he doesn't have any magic affinities at all, which even to me is unheard of. Interesting. All right, we're gonna train. Let's train these three. Fire, wood, and I would say wind. Yeah. Okay, because I kind of fucked up, we're gonna override that one. My gosh. 5 4 coins. Oh, I don't have abilities for this. I see. Okay, we're gonna go back. Social events. Springs. Check. Let's cultivate. What did I say we were gonna do? Fire, wind, and wood. Oops. Fire, wind, and then wood is gonna go right here. What happens if I only put one? No, I can't. Okay. I have to put all 3. Let's go. Boom, boom, and boom. 10. Yippee! New missions are available. Recruits, welcome to your first day of combat training. The senior examiner's voice rises up from above the dais over the milling heads of my fellow recruits and I, standing at attention. Even if you're an alchemist or a mage, we expect you to know how to handle yourself in a fight. With the small ambushing territories, it's vital to be prepared for combat at any time. This is nothing new. Even before the war, we made sure all of our charges knew which end of the sword would pierce their enemy. Imagine stabbing someone with a hilt. His joke elicits a few scattered laughter, and I allow myself to chuckle along. We are then divided into groups. The hall has been separated into several lanes, far enough apart so that the recruits will not disturb each other's training. I stretch and try to loosen up my limbs as I walk over to my designated area where a trainer already awaits us. Hi everyone! Welcome to combat training. My name's Daryl and I'm going to be your teacher today. Are there any questions before we get started? He's back! I don't remember the voice I did for him, but I remember it was higher pitched than my normal one. Somehow I'm not at all surprised by this development. After all, Daryl went to great lengths to try and convince me to fight him during the reception. Our gazes meet and he seems to perk up instantly, a mischievous glint in his eyes. But then again, I could have just imagined it. He is nothing if not sociable, and the other recruits catch him before I do. Daryl? Why does that... Oh! He's the second prince of Villanova. That's him! No way, really? We're getting taught by royalty? Excited murmurs erupt throughout the crowd when one of my fellow recruits finally recognizes him. They're not as quiet as they believe themselves to be, and Daryl's shoulders stiffen. I think I would have been blind to miss the sheer number of panicky glances he begins throwing my way. Now, enough of that. I'm just Daryl here. We're all equals going forward, and my job, first and foremost, is to train you. Let's focus on that, shall we? The smile on Daryl's lips is genuine, yet not bright enough to hide his discomfort at being the center of admiration, outed in such a difficult manner. Lectures aren't my thing, though. I'm more of a hands-on kind of guy. So, first off, I want to spar with each of you individually. The crowd murmurs, although I can't tell if it's with enthusiasm or concern. Daryl raises both hands, flexing his fingers to try and coax everyone into settling down. Nothing like the initiation, though. Just a few blows, you know, to see where you're at. Then I'll pair you with a partner of a similar skill level so we can go through things in detail at a rate you're all comfortable with. But first, I'll need a brave volunteer to start us off. Any takers? The crest hangs in silence. Odette appears torn between her instincts to always volunteer to be first and what could be her fear of appearing too eager to hurt a prince. My gaze rests on Daryl as I size him up properly for the first time. Young, perhaps early to mid-20s, with an openness to his face that says he was fed a steady diet of fairy tales. Oof, I shake my head to myself, knowing full well that I should be the last one to judge a person based on their appearance. I am assuming not many people in chat right now, which is a little bit oof, but it's alright. So, God, let's save this into a separate slot in case we ever want to come back to that. And for now, interesting. If we hold back, we're gonna end up hurting someone. Fight seriously, but does that mean like we're gonna use the wrong abilities? He did want to fight. He did want to fight. I don't know what to do. Would he be offended if he knew we were holding back? I figure he would. God, I'm so bad at decisions. Who trusted me with this game? Alright, let's go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. My mom says to pick the very best friend, and it is you. I think I counted that wrong, but my God, my allergies. I'm so sorry, chat. We need all the training we can get, so let's do this. I step forward, and Daryl lets out a sigh of relief before easing into a duelist's stance. Valorant? Oh? Our brave soul has arrived. Let's see what you got. I offer him a wry grin that he quickly recognizes as a warning. Clever. From the start, I don't give him much to quarter. I summon my staff and sprint forward with every intention to disarm him. Daryl flows away with a preternatural-like speed, his sword moving so fast that it becomes a blur. I swerve to avoid his counterattack, catching the edge of his blade with my staff before he can get too close to my shoulder. Excellent form and excellent reflexes. Sorry, let me emphasize this properly. Excellent form and excellent reflexes. Your flattery is as swift as your blade, I see. A playful grin flashes across his face. And hard to distract. You're really the whole package, aren't you? I imagine this must be a dance to remember, given that he introduced his magic sooner than I thought he would. He calls upon wind that buffets against me with every powerful blow, threatening to throw me off balance. Cheater. All's fair in war. This fall would have easily led with this. This fall would have been predicting my every move. This man is so infuriating to fight. He dodges whenever I expect to score a hit with my staff and has seemingly perfect foresight of where I would retreat. No amount of natural experience could justify this. Wind and light in perfect harmony. What a troublesome magic combination. Hardly a few moments have passed, but I'm already winded. I was right not to underestimate him. I knew it. Deciding that it's about time for me to counter his expertise with my own, I reach deep into my core and let the light magic— Oh shit! We weren't supposed to do that! Not a moment later, Daryl's every move becomes nearly predictable. The playing field has been balanced, however it does not change his speed or skill in directing the wind that rapidly cloaks his blade. He might still beat me yet. Before it comes to that, Daryl meets my staff and that locks are momented, the wind dissipating until both sides are at a standstill. He smiles at me like I plucked the moon from the starry sky and handed it right to him. However, his hands are shaking enough that I can tell that his composure is mostly an act. Magnificent. Nerfield should have lost. I wouldn't say that here. They might throw you out. Let them. You move like a tree in a storm, unyielding but elegant in... Excuse me, sir. Pardon my impudence, but I think others would like a turn. Oh, sorry about that. I shouldn't hold up the lesson. He regards me with one last smile. You may return. Let's see what you have, miss. As I walk back into the throng, Odette bumps shoulders with me along the way. Fuck off, bitch! From the corner of my eye, I spy her glaring at me without holding back a single drop of her disdain. I ignore it. L. Daryl quickly processes everyone else. By the end of the demonstration, the prince has proven himself to be a much more skilled fighter than anyone could have anticipated, and all while barely breaking a sweat. Welcome back, Brand. Afterwards, we drill together in pairs while Daryl walks between us, giving pointers, always encouraging, always smiling, but never condescending or cruel. Once it is my turn, he excuses my opponent and stands in front of me. I look forward to your guidance. I think that's my line. I sense his attack before it connects and block it easily. See? Oh, I don't know about that. I just so happen to have watched you fight more than 10 recruits. Your movements are as clear as the open sky. And here I thought I'd try switching up my style just for you. Do I really have no chance? Not when magic puts us on even footing, no. But I cannot divulge that little truth. We'll see in your next few swings. He's so sweet and cute, I love him. I was looking forward to this all week, you know. Daryl beams excitedly as we continue to exchange blows, the sheer longing in his tone threatening to destroy my focus. Oh, come now. There were many worthy fighters today. There were. This is a great group. But none leave an impression quite like you. God, this man is making me blush. Anyways. God, no. Are you free this afternoon? Let's exchange notes. I'd love to learn more about your unique fighting style. Not this afternoon, I'm afraid. Prior obligations. Daryl's expression falls so fast it could count as a combat technique. I almost feel guilty. I would date this man so hard. So much. I mean, what, huh? What? My wording is terrible. I would date this man so much. What? I can't word this at all. Anyways. But I might have some time before lunch. Oh! Let me join you right after class, then? Very well. Hooray! Wait, it's not too much of a bother, is it? Not at all, Daryl. Not at all. Sometime later, Daryl calls an end to the drills. No matter how well or poorly someone performed, he makes sure to congratulate us all individually on a job well done. As everyone else is leaving, he approaches me and tips his head into a little bow, gesturing grandly towards the exit. Shall we, my lord? Again? You're insatiable. Daryl blinks repeatedly in confusion before laughing upon catching the little smirk gracing my lips. Well, I could go another round, but I won't push my luck. He gestures again, a little more loosely in his stance, towards the direction most of the others have departed in, looking to escort me out the hall personally. Oh, he's such a gentleman. I love him so much. Vegas, now that you've had a proper pretense to fight me, I didn't imagine you would let me go so easily. Not in this lifetime. Remarks aside, as we walk, the conversation shifts. Within minutes, we are embroiled in a deep discussion about fencing classes versus ballet, the sunny weather, and a poem we had both coincidentally read recently. Ah! Let me see him! Where is he? You! Ah! Daily life? How do I check on him? Oh, do I check here? He even goes as far... okay. Yeah, he even goes as far to instruct the new recruits. I see. I love Daryl so much. Oh, Enris is here now. They are both 24, but he has none. He truly doesn't have any. That we know of yet. Not gonna lie, his clothing makes him look a little bit like a clown. I don't like the ripped at the end right there, but okay. Look at Daryl, he's so cute. Ugh, what time is it? It's 3. I have been streaming for like 3 hours straight. Button. Dearest recruit, we would like to formally congratulate you on your initiation into the High Council. Your seniors have decided to put together a small reception to allow initiates, old and new, to mingle. Please arrive at the Arkambu estate shortly before 6. Directions have already been provided to Deaverus's coachman. Warmest regards, the Office of Council Representative Archambault. I'm the only one here. Yeah. I fear I do not have many connections among the council beyond the Daiverse. Maybe hosting a function of my own would help remedy that. I don't know if I have the money. And I kind of want to cultivate my abilities more. Let's see. Lowest are darkness, wind, and let's focus a little more, like once more on water. No, fire. Lowest, let's do the fire. So, fire, oops, wind, and then darkness. I wanna balance out my stats as much as possible. Get 10 coins. New missions are available. I'm gonna probably finish this week and then end stream. It has gone on for a long time and I'm hungry. Warm sunlight falls. I realized I just lost the British accent midway through the stream too. There goes the narration. Now that I am aware of it though, it's going right back. Haha. Warm sunlight falls from the clear blue skies and dances about the lush foliage of the garden. The remains of this morning's rain shower still lingering atop the leaves. Most of the benches have been placed strategically in shadowed areas, but my heart yearns otherwise. Why wouldn't someone want to sit in the sun on such a gorgeous day as beyond me? But as I approach my destination, several agitated voices catch my attention. Your royal status doesn't give you a pass to steal from us, my lady. Maybe I should find a different spot. It's far from theft if it was not yours to begin with. Let us pass, please. I should walk away and save myself the grief, but the stateliness of the proposed thief's voice draws me in. Don't tell me it's Odette. Deciding it wouldn't hurt to at least take a look, I poke my head around the corner. Oh, it's the pretty woman! Oh! Thank God it's not Odette. A woman, her back straight and her face an icy yet beautiful mask of disdain, is squaring off against 3 High Council alchemists in front of the gazebo. Gazebo. Ooh, girly. As I step closer, I recognize her. She was one of the 3 figures by the docks on the day I arrived in Chimes. She must be one of the leading members of the Royal Order. My arm is itchy right now. I'm sorry, I have bug bites all over my arms. I'm in pain. Alright, here we go. Not ours. Princess Iris, I assure you that. Oh, she's the 3rd love interest! Iris! If what I'm guessing is correct, because based on the others, it was Daryl, then Emrys, and then Iris. So far, Daryl is number 1 on top, always gonna be the best. He's the baby girl. And I would assure you that you are quite mistaken. This creature is mine. Her dress is so pretty! God! Please tell me you're gonna draw her, Grant. Like, look at how pretty she is. I will bark for this woman. I probably should not say that. Someone's gonna clip it, or isn't she? It's blah, blah, blah. There goes my YouTube career. I'm gonna be clipped, and this is gonna be posted. Anyways. Excuse me? Did you fight its mother tooth and nail for it? Then bear it for the entirety of the ride back when it yowled day and night. That thing is not only our property, but our right. We fought for it. Her dress is so pretty. She dips away as one of the alchemists attempts to grab what's in her arms. Only then do I realize that the princess is holding on to something. Oh, hello! You're a sweetheart. Hello, you're so cute. Hello. Big eyes and furry round ears peek out from her arms, and a quaint little tail bristles the closer the men draw near. The creature cannot be much larger than a house cat. Its size and the way its fur blends into her dress made it easy to miss at first glance. A magical creature. Some years have passed since I've last seen the way Princess Iris guards it, the alchemist's prying hands is no doubt reminiscent of its absent mother. The man steps forward again. She shuffles back. We really don't have time for this. Hand it over. What do they even intend to do with it? Magical creatures often meet a tragic end at the hands of humans. Selling it would be the kindest thing I can think of this troop doing right now. The princess too seems to recognize its probable fate. Where are her gods? They could settle this in a matter of seconds. Alright, what are we doing? Step between, find help elsewhere, or reason with them. Reason? Alright. I clear my throat and all eyes follow me. The alchemists turn around, clearly recognizing who I am, not that it matters much to them. What is it, Dishabanet? This doesn't concern you. I think it does, actually. You're claiming that this creature belongs to you. It does. We captured it during our last expedition. And you have documented proof of this particular acquisition? We, the alchemists Flanders, suddenly uncertain. I imagine our superiors would be even less impressed if word got out that you were trying to coerce other people's property from their possession. So you'd better file for some documented proof first, or, well, let it go. The alchemists hesitate in their response. I glance behind them, and much to my relief, spot Neri striding towards us at a quickening pace. Alchemists! The men freeze at the sound of Neri's voice, backing away as if an arrow had just whizzed past their ears. Even with this level tone, his dissatisfaction couldn't be any more obvious. Exactly what is the problem here? Princess Iris, has seized our magical beast. Which is properly filed as yours, I assume. Well... The man stutters, scrambling for an excuse. Neri interrupts him. If you have a problem with property distribution, take it up with Senior Alchemist Rosencruz. Harassing members of the Royal Order will not be tolerated. Have I made myself clear? Crystal clear, Commandant. The alchemists, although shifting on their feet like they still want to fight, nonetheless step back, each muttering a half-hearted apology to the princess before shooting me a piercing glare as they make their leave. Your Highness, I hope you're all... Before I can finish my inquiry, Princess Iris turns her back towards me and kneels down, her attention fully focused on the creature in her lap. It mews pathetically. Your Highness? It's hurt. I brush my hair back and lean over her shoulder. Getting a proper look at the beast for the first time, I notice a small wound on its back, blood matting its fur and turning it a deep shade of purple. May I? I know a fair bit of magic. Thank God we know good water. I told you healing would be in W's. Princess Iris, whose previously haughty demeanor has melted away into one of concern, hesitates at my offer for only a moment before stepping back with a nod. Let's see. Reaching out, my fingers delicately weave themselves over the creature's injury. Luckily, it is a minor wound, no doubt a result of the alchemist's prior treatment. The little thing gazes up at me curiously, and I cannot help but smile as my magic gets to work. There, just a scratch. Nothing permanent. It'll all be fine. Finally, the wound closes. The beast burrows into Princess Iris's clothes while shaking periodically, exhausted from the whole ordeal. Despite whatever mask I might wear in public, my heart melts at the sight of this poor creature, wounded and afraid. Aww. Well, that settles that. What are your plans now, Your Highness? Princess Iris strokes the creature's fur gently, the delicate features of her face strained with concern. I am not yet sure. I cannot bring it back to my quarters, not after those men. She shakes her head. It wouldn't be safe for it. I surely cannot. She swallows hard. And now it is not just the creature that shakes, but her hands as well. I regard Neri with a pensive look. Oh my god, you actually drew her. She's so pretty. That's actually so cute. Thank you. Well, I am quite familiar with the care of magical creatures. Neri raises a curious brow, as if to say that this is news to him, but doesn't comment. Instead, his expression shifts into one of contemplation, until he turns to Princess Iris with the tiniest shadow of a smile on his face. We would be happy for it to offer some space at the Deaveras estate for a swift recovery. Her opalescent blue eyes dart between the two of us, and Princess Iris's previous uncertainty is replaced with a thin layer of hope. Are you certain? What about the alchemists from before? They could very well get proof that. Hold on now. This creature isn't yours? My apologies. They'd been planning to kill it and sell its pelt on the market. I couldn't just idly stand by and allow that to happen to the poor thing. Well, that does make it a tad more complicated. Neri sighs. Senior Alchemist Rosencrew will understand. Dylan, take it back to the estate tonight. Allow me to do the explaining. Will do. Thank you so much, my lord. Princess Iris pauses after nervously folding the petals of the flower over her collar with her fingers. After the 6th or 7th fold, she speaks up. I hope that I may visit it in the future. Of course, you are always welcome, Your Highness. Before that, you should consider giving it a name if it hasn't already got one. That sounds like a grand idea, Lord Deveris. Prince Iris pivots toward me with such a tender warmth to her tone that I feel the heat rise to my cheeks. Her clear blue eyes search graciously for mine. She is so pretty, God. And thank you as well for your help. Perhaps you have a suggestion. I've never been terribly good at names. We get to name the cat! She stops momentarily, as if remembering we have not actually been properly introduced until now. Which I seem to be displaying quite clearly right now. Dylan de Chabanais, was it? Yes, Your Highness. I am Iris, second Princess of Butane, and one of the 3 leading members of the Royal Order. It is a pleasure to officially make your acquaintance. I think we have a thing or two to discuss then, aside from... She looks down at the creature, then back up at me. I nod mutely. She is a Princess of Butane, and the House du Chabanais is among her vassals, so we have more items than just a cute magical beast on the agenda. Well, you appear to have this under control for now, but I think I've tarried here a little longer than I intended. I'll see the both of you later. With an elegant bow, Neri excuses himself and leaves me to spend my lunch break with Princess Iris and her new friend. It takes a while, but through mouthfuls of bread and fragrant tea, we finally come up with a name for the 3rd member of our newfound trio. Tartara is the default name. I am absolutely not calling it that. Chat, give me a name. This is our pet now. We get a beast cat thingy that's adorable. Oh my god. I am not naming it Big Fart. I will not name it Big Fart. Shush. Guacamole? Guascamole? How about this? Guascamoki. A combination of the 2 misspellings. How about that? Nah, I'm joking. I want to name it something that, like, we can all relate, like, celebrate whenever we see it. What is something cute? I have no idea. I do not want to name it a food because that makes me hungry, and I don't want to eat the cat. Jesus Christ. Like that. I feel like this is a bit redundant. I am an atheist, so me putting this feels the slightest bit offensive. I feel like I should not do that. Not all of us wondering. I am not naming it Pooh. My gosh. How about... I'm not sure, actually. I want to name it after one of my friends, actually. Let's do... Would you like to be officially in the game? Or should we just name it Cat? Name is Horse. Gosh, make up your mind. I'm indecisive, please. My god. Who is doing that? Horse? Okay, Horse it is. How do I... Congratulations, Horse! You are now a part of the gang. I'm going to hate this from now on, aren't I? Anyways, you have adopted Horse. Alright, let's check him out. Okay. A few words come to mind at first sight of Yutane's second princess: elegance, grace, and beauty. Additionally, she shows a great care towards magical creatures, a sentiment I deeply appreciate. As the Princess of Yutane, her identity makes my House de Chabanais her subjects. She has shown great regret towards our loss. She's respectful, that's good. Alright. I'm gonna save right here. And, yeah. I think this is where I'm gonna end stream. I've been going for 3.5 hours now, and it's definitely been interesting. You know. Wait, hold on. Let me save one more time. There we go. Just to double check. But I've been streaming for quite a while, and I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything, honestly, besides like I think one bowl of cereal. I think so I'm gonna go get some food. I'm not sure when the next time I'll stream is, but I hope it'll be soon because I do want to complete this game. I'm not sure how much longer this game is, but judging on how far we've gotten so far, it seems decent enough. We've gotten clear views of this, so that's the title screen. That would be the feminine version of the ship docking and talking and smiling. And then this is the one that we saw. And then this bitch, plus these two. Pretty boys. Pretty girl. I hate him, but I also love him, if that makes sense. Iris herself has her own little thingy. Daryl's happy swordsmanship. And Emery's... Oh, we have 2 of Emery's! Okay. Credits. Let's read some credits. Dark Heavy, Adarosa, Elrion, There's... I'm probably butchering all of these names, I'm so sorry. Sun... I'm not gonna try. Dusty Vixen, Demetis, Peterscolt, Rye, S. Merrick, Paige N. Stott, and Irene Chan. Very cool, very cool. Those are the credits, and yeah. So if you guys want to get the game, I'll edit this live stream description to have the description of the game, or like, hold on. It's an itch.io thing. It should be, yeah, it's I think completely free. Yeah, it's completely free. It's very fun. I definitely like the style of game because it's not just your typical visual novel, and you have your own character, of course. Yeah. Thank you all for tuning into the stream. This is where I'm gonna end it. I'm glad that people showed up. I know I've been absent from YouTube for a while now. If anyone wants to see more of my activity, I guess, in general, you can follow my Instagram. I'm pretty active there. I post most of my art about new OCs that I haven't released on YouTube yet. But if you want to see more characters, go onto my Instagram. If you want to talk to me more, you can join my Discord. You can find the link, should be in my card. And if not, it's probably on my YouTube About page or something. not sure what else to say. I think I'm just gonna leave off with a big thank you to people who joined. Thank you to Brand Tissue being an awesome mod. Thank you for being here and watching the stream. Thank you to Holospam, a good friend of mine, for making a bunch of suggestive comments that'll probably get me banned. Thank you to Lil Thighs and I forgot the other person's name. I'm so sorry. Someone the Simp. Reality the Simp. Thank you for showing up. And yeah, thank you to everyone who's joined, and appreciate you all. Love you all. I'll be streaming, I guess, if potentially I get the chance to. I'll stream tomorrow. It's a bit questionable. I'm not entirely certain on that, so that's up for debate. If I don't stream, my bad. That's all I really have to say. I hope to finish this game with you guys soon. Bye-bye.